there is like no value in a win or a loss on opening day. It's such a long season. Like in the NFL, if you lose the opener, if you want to, you can already look at the damage that does on such a short season. By no means do you feel like you're out of it if you lose your opener in the National Football League. Don't get me wrong. But it's always interesting to put in perspective. 0-1 in the NFL is what? 0-10 in Major League Baseball. So, it's literally 10% of the damage is done in a Major League Baseball opening day. But man, I'm sitting in kind of an odd spot with the Braves. You feel me, Braves Nation? It was such an uneventful offseason. Like the Braves' entire offseason kind of played out like the Jags' offseason has to this point. Really, only news made was big name players going elsewhere. In this case, the biggest of the big names was Max Fried. Max Fried's a really, really, really good player. Probably would have to make a top 5 underrated list. If you look at what Max Fried's numbers have been the last 5, 6, 7 years for starting pitchers, it's in the top 3 in a lot of categories, man. And Fried has kind of battled through some injuries, right? You've not quite known exactly what you have at all times with Fried the last couple of years. But that is a major, major piece of granite that you're giving up from your franchise, from the foundation. So we'll see. Chris Sale was awesome last year, won the Triple Crown of pitching. But to be honest, you needed him one time last year, the one time that you needed Chris Sale. And it derailed your entire postseason. Flared up with an injury late in the year, couldn't go down the stretch. They piecemealed through and advanced to the playoffs, finishing ahead of the Mets anyway. But they got to the playoffs, and again, Chris Sale couldn't go, and the whole pitching was just completely thrown out of whack at that point. And just his start, to not only does he give you a great chance to win his first start, but it puts the rest of that pitching that had just gotten mauled. Remember, they had all those makeup games with the Mets and rainouts. They had to play on Monday. I mean, they were taxed. They needed Chris Sale to be able to go on that Tuesday night. Needed it. But instead, and it would have got the pitching kind of on track, and who knows what they could have done throughout the postseason. I don't know. So I'm in a weird kind of place with the Braves. They'll have no Ronald Acuna Jr. I guess I've narrowed it down like this from a Braves perspective. I said this yesterday when we had Daniel Murphy, and man, what a treat. How lucky are we, huh? Get the NLCS MVP, Daniel Murphy, and his many years of Major League Baseball experience, his perspective on so many topics around the league, including opening day. And we kicked around a bunch of those yesterday. We made our picks as a group, Murph and I. I feel like the Braves are kind of a little bit under the radar because the Mets made all the news with the Juan Soto signing and the Dodgers, just the overall scope of their commitment, both financially and the stars that just keep choosing LA. I feel like the Braves are kind of sitting a little bit under the radar because they won't have Strider and Acuna to start, and because they really didn't add much. I mean, they really didn't. And so not only have you lost Fried, but you don't have Strider and Acuna to start the year. And by the way, the first 7, you ready for this one? If you haven't paid attention, I don't blame you. And so all you baseball fans, by the way, this unbelievable day for me, it could be for a lot of you dudes out there. Maybe you're a Baltimore Orioles and Maryland Terps fan. There are going to be a lot of people today that are going to get that double banger of Major League Baseball opener into your favorite college basketball team playing with such high stakes at the Sweet 16. We'll have much more on that moving along as well. But, yeah, Braves fans, you start with 4 at San Diego. Or San Diego. Oh, Wales, yeah. 4 at San Diego and then 3 at the Dodgers. Oof. Now, Hicken being the ever pessimist when it comes to, and I get it, the Braves are the monster that's in the closet. He doesn't want to admit it sometimes, but they are. But he looks at it somehow. He's twisted this into this is an advantage for the Braves. They get that West Coast trip out of the way early. I don't know. I might prefer to play those 7 games with Acuna and Strider myself, but hey, that's just me. We kind of sit in this a bit of a lull, don't we, with the Jaguars. I was just continuing to pour over things, whether you're reviewing free agency, which is for the most part now stopped, or you're contemplating the draft and this just bevy of picks that they have. It really does, back to yesterday's conversation, and we were kicking around so many different options, and we've been doing it for a while. E.T., welcome back, friend.
Good
to see you this morning.
Good to see you, my boy.
Sporting that LeBron James jersey today, I see.
Quick little story about that.
Okay.
I woke up this morning, and I knew today was something.
Yeah.
Because, I kind of like cater my – but I could not remember.
Yeah,
for
you
the
ought to
life
be
of
wearing a
me.
Marlins gear.
I was going to wear my jumbo shrimp jersey, man.
Yeah, well, you know what?
Dang.
You get a mulligan because the AAA season hasn't opened yet, and so you can still bust that out on the Shrimps opening day.
Bet.
Or opening night, right? How does that sound?
So I went with the LeBron, and we'll talk about it later, but you see the LeBron and Stephen A beef.
No, what happened?
Oh,
no,
man.
give me just a quickie now. You can't drop that on me and tell me later.
Stephen A went on to say had LeBron touched him.
Okay, now this is all started back when LeBron did he in person he went after Stephen A?
Yeah, he confronted
initially.
him.
He confronted him because Stephen A dared, I don't know, say something bad about Bronny. Is that what it was?
Basically.
Not really bad, but just he said what we all say.
He did.
Right? Hey, LeBron, just so you know, this is what 90% of people think what Stephen A said. And it was just basically can you remind me for context what he said to him initially in the quote confrontation?
I mean, LeBron basically said, keep my son's name out your mouth.
And what did Stephen A said that was so egregious? Nothing.
He didn't say anything that was but LeBron felt like it was a personal attack.
Okay, all right.
Like he felt like it was personal. So.
Yeah, and Stephen A first, we all thought, we were like, I kind of backed down a little bit. We're like, no, man, just stand by it. So then what has happened from there?
Oh, no, now Stephen A standing on business saying he would have fought LeBron, had LeBron approached him.
Come on,
man.
Oh,
yes,
this is where this old guys lose their minds. Stop it.
It's been breaking the internet.
Oh, come on. What are we doing? That's it. Mic drop. Argument over. You dodo. What is wrong with you? That's like me getting into a beef with Baselli and saying I would fight him if it came to that. Shut up. I want to remind y'all that LeBron James is 6'9", 250, okay? Stephen A. Smith's a scarecrow, boss, and it lasts about as long as that scarecrow in Wizard of Oz with a torch coming at him. Stop it. Why? What leads people to say such stupid things, E.T.?
Oh, my goodness.
I make a lot of mistakes. I say a lot of dumbos, but you ain't going to find me telling guys I'm going to kick their ass. I'm not playing that game. Too old for that, Stephen A.
Too old, bro.
You were never in that game, by the way. 30-year-old to get that ass beat just the same, but right? But come on, man. You got to be smarter than that too. When you're the wordsmith, that ought to be enough, buddy. That pen and that silver tongue ought to be enough for you to stay in this battle. You lost it when you tried to pick up a sword, bro.
Yeah, you lost it, bro.
Come on. Wow, that's awesome. So did LeBron just laugh at that, or has there been no response?
Oh, there's been a response. LeBron posted something on his Instagram. Stephen A was taking boxing lessons, and I'm going to show it to you. Oh, it's bad. It's bad. It's funny.
Man, what are we doing? We're coming into the home stretch of the season. I don't remember, I don't remember Michael getting into beefs with Skip Bayless, heading down to another MVP. That's just me. What are we doing? Had Bronny doing the G League last night. I know you got that G League extra pass or whatever they call it, league pass. Anyway, where was I? I was on the Jags. What did I do with my phone, man?
We were talking baseball.
Yeah. You knew it's opening day. Yeah. You were the LeBron. You're on the LeBron side of. So let me get this straight. You're saying that if Stephen A, I don't know, has 14 cocktails and decides that he does actually want to have a fight with LeBron, you're backing LeBron in the fight?
Oh, team, knock him out.
I mean, are you kidding me, dude? You had so many advantages, Stephen A. You had a lot of advantages here, boss. You could have kept going back wit for wit with the guy and never lost. You may not have won every battle, but this one now, you just look like a senile, crazy. Now you've done a disservice to the over 50 crowd. You've done a disservice. The over 50 crowd can't go threatening current athletes. It's ridiculous. Physically. Well, at least he didn't say he was going to doxy me because we know that'll get you fired.
Right.
Did you see the Twitter dude? There's a radio guy in Chicago who was a longtime guy, be like me, sitting on the radio. This is why you're born here is Twitterless Jeff, by the way, although I would never go down. This guy's a lunatic. But anyway, he's a well-respected, well-liked, been on the air in Chicago forever. He goes it's just the silliest things, E.T. What's wrong with people?
I don't know.
So my man goes fishing. He's like a midday host in Chicago again. He goes fishing, and he posts a picture of his fish. Well, you know how Twitter is.
Of course.
Twitter comes, well, that's actually this, or that's a pregnant bloody blah. You're a dotty da. And then he gets back and like, oh, listen, shows what you know. Don't you doubt me as a conservationist? I let him go. He swam away like a dart. Blah blah. You're a liar. The guy says, and then it emerges to basically the guy saying, I'm going to post all your stuff on the internet. You're this, that, and the other, and I'm going to effing kill you, and blah blah blah. And the radio station said, yeah, no, he gone. And so fired for this kind of ridiculousness.
That man put his hands on me, I would have immediately swung on him.
That's Stephen A.
You know what I picture? You know what AI needs to make? We got to get good at the AI. You ready?
Yeah.
You got to see me to see what I'm talking about. YouTube, you're welcome. Right now, everyone, scramble to YouTube so you can get a look at this. This is the meme. This is what I picture Stephen A. and LeBron. Just this has to be there with other people. Just superimpose them. You AI people are some of this press conference stuff they post from that phony AI stuff. Somebody's going to get burned big time on that. This is the meme, though. Okay. I'm LeBron. Okay. Now I'm Stephen A. Smith.
It's already all kind of stuff like that.
I'm doing LeBron's got his arm, which is probably about 7 feet long, outstretched on Stephen A's his forehead, and Stephen A's just flailing. Thank God it wasn't the coffee. That's all I'll say. And Stephen A is just flailing his arms like a 3-year-old. That's what I envision. That's classic, dude. That drop in's gonna live for a long time, dude.
Oh yeah.
Just to be clear again, gosh, thankfully for the Lakers' title hopes, LeBron didn't throw hands with Stephen A because Stephen A said dissy. I mean, the Lakers' title hopes could have just gone up in flames if LeBron had dared make the mistake of putting his hands on Stephen A. Smith.
That man put his hands on me, I would have immediately swung on him.
Immediately. Gosh. What does the A stand for? Okay. I got some Jag stuff. I'm just going to take this brief time out. We're going to collect ourselves. Happy to be up and rolling on a custom tree surgeons Thursday. Like I said, I got to get them out to the house here. Got some stuff to get done. You can count on them for any job. No job too big or too small. What I love about custom tree surgeons are one of those service businesses that when they're, you would have no sign of them being there when they leave. You know what I'm saying? You've had work done around your house. I know what you know what I'm talking about. I mean, it'll be like they vacuumed and dusted before they left, and your property will be healthy, which is a key word there as well. So you got questions? They got answers at Custom Tree Surgeons and CustomTreeSurgeons.com.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Put some paint on your quarter panel.
All the way up against the wall, they're still dreaming.
This Sunday at Martinsville.
They both spin out.
NASCAR is tuned up by Maxie's Mechanics on 1010XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
St. Johns County parents, does your kid have energy to burn? Want them to play a sport for their middle school? Sign up today for the St. John's Middle School Athletic Association. Spring pickleball, tackle football, dance, and cheerleading. Who doesn't want their kid to be the next NFL quarterback or dance floor diva? Hurry, time is running out. March is almost over. You know how fast your kid can go from playing Xbox to practicing their touchdown dance or sideline cheer? Sign up at sjmsaa.org. sjmsaa.org.
Hey Jacksonville, Lauren here from Helmets and Heels. When it's time for new tires, look no further than Big Chief Tire. Their experts will help you quickly find the right fit, ensuring a safe and comfortable ride. With quality options, fair prices, and quick installation, you'll be back on the road in no time. Visit WeKeepJacksRollin.com or call 904-932-0950 to schedule your appointment and roll into 2025 with even greater confidence guaranteed. Big Chief Tire keeps Jacks rolling.
Your yard starting to look a little like a jungle? Well, it might be time for a little TLC. Or how about RTC, Russell Tree Care? At Russell Tree Care, they give your trees the perfect haircut. Whether it's trimming or removing, they'll make sure your yard looks its best, all while keeping safety as a top priority. Call Russell Tree Care today and let them take care of your trees. Russell Tree Care, 844-4Mr. Wood. That's 844-467-9663. Or visit RussellTreeCareLLC.com today. Your trees will thank you.
To get this thing unwrapped here. Duval!
Prize, what in the world are you doing working on your Duval?
That's right, Dan. I really identify with Duval.
You live in St. John's County, knucklehead.
I mean the Duval sub, the Daily Stash Duval. Turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheeses. Lettuce, tomato, crispy and fresh, like me. I'm sure there's a Daily Stash sub that sums you up.
The boss.
Because, of course,
oven roasted beef, Munster cheese, roasted mushrooms, caramelized onions. It's the boss of all subs. Only available for me.
That's just not true.
What do you mean? I walked in the other day, screamed, "You know it!" and said, "A boss for a boss."
Well, no matter who you are, there is a Daily Stash sandwich or sub for you.
Go find yours. They may even make you a boss.
I'm sure they will, because it is Daily Stash.
Where more is better.
And you got that right.
It's kind of like his own private locker, and you're his guest.
Every time we talk, I'm reinvigorated by my love of the game.
Hey, it's Carline here. Find my blog at 1010XL.com.
Hayes Blog is brought to you by Roland Reach Plumbing, where quality and experience count.
Hi, this is Dave Barker. Multi-unit hair grafting is now available at IHRS and can give you 3 times more hair in one procedure over a traditional hair transplant.
Multi-unit hair grafting gave me more hair in one procedure and within my budget.
You can grow your hair back with this exclusive new procedure. Call for a free evaluation. Call IHRS 904-777-IHRS 777-IHRS 777-4477.
Brian and Angela Wall here with Window World. By now, everyone has heard about saving money on their energy bills. There are all sorts of things you can do to cut energy costs, but most people don't think about their windows.
But Window World knows that the biggest energy loss in almost every home is the windows. There is more energy loss from old builder-grade windows than just about anything else in your home.
You can upgrade your heating and air, your appliances. That's good too. But before you do all that, upgrade your windows to Window World's energy-efficient windows.
Window World's windows are easy to clean, energy efficient, and have the best guarantee in the business.
Window World's slogan is simply the best for less, and we mean it. You get great American-made windows, and you get to keep more of your money when you buy from Window World. Need any more reasons to buy your windows from Window World? Call them today and set up your free in-home estimate, or go online to windowworldneflorida.com.
Window
World,
simply the best for less.
Thank you for your business.
Window World also offers energy-efficient doors.
Hi, I'm Mac with Baker Glass. If you've got fogged up windows, let me help. We'll replace them with clear, insulated units that brighten up your home. People say we're fast, friendly, and reliable. Just check out our Google reviews. Call me today. Baker Glass. No one treats you better.
You'll always feel good when you send someone a Kuhn Flowers floral or plant arrangement. This is RJ with 1010XL, and no matter what the reason, Kuhn Flowers has always come through for me. Order online at KuhnFlowers.com.
Your hole-in-one for men's health is Ackerman Urology. With offices in Mandarin, Middleburg, World Golf Village, and the beaches, Ackerman will get you on par for any prostate conditions and sexual vitality. Visit AckermanUrology.com.
For lost or broken keys or nearly any make and model of vehicle, call 722-1111 for Instant Keys. Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
You know, he Kids today, we did it as well. Every generation thinks they're the first to come up with some grand idea.
Oh, for sure.
Like the kids today, they all think that, Taylor Swift, Adele, they invented the concept of the breakup song, E.T. Right? The breakup anthem. All right. That's not true. All right. That's 16-year-old boys. When Loverboy told us, turn me loose.
Yeah.
I had all I can take. I can't take it no more. I want to pack my bags and fly.
Me.
Fly away. We got our own. Huh? Just a Loverboy breakup anthem. I don't know what the hell's wrong with me. All right. So a couple things lingering from segment number one. People are asking about the Major League Baseball season. And do you have to have the extra innings or which games are on TV today? For the first week of the baseball season, that free pass, that extra innings, they call it Major League Baseball extra innings, is free for the first week. So the first week, they can get you hooked in, then you can make some decisions. I know if you look around, man, there's enough ways to find these games if you want to take the effort, or there are a lot of, one of the phone services, I don't know which one, it's not mine, but is it T-Mobile maybe?
I think it's T-Mobile.
Yeah, one of the phone services do them. You get the free extra innings. There's a couple other collaborations. You also, I believe, starting this year, you can order a team a la carte. Like, I think you can get the Braves on Prime this year for X amount a month rather than doing, the entire Major League Baseball package. Now, if that X amount a month equals what the overall baseball package would be, then just get the baseball package. But, but back to the original point, it is free for the first week. Would you say that overall you would, how would you categorize, E.T., the Jaguars free agency?
Meh.
Yeah, and without knowing what every other team did, certainly, some teams made a lot more noise than others, see the Chicago Bears among them. But where do you think the Jaguars would rank as to, I don't know, if you were power ranking the free agency classes?
Okay.
Where would you expect the Jaguars to fall?
22, 23-ish.
Okay. You're in the neighborhood. Encouraged might be too strong of a word. But I'm reading ESPN Plus's free agency class rankings as it applies to the most improved rosters. In other words, it might not be about the flash and dash of your free agency class as a standalone entity, but teams and how their free agency class improved them. Who got the most improvement from their free agency classes? Number one, the Buffalo Bills, they say. Oh, it's interesting. They returned Khalil Shakir. They added Joey Bosa. Josh Palmer, a receiver from San Diego. These aren't a lot of big names. It'd be kind of like if you looked at the Jaguars list, if you weren't here doing the research on who the Jags signed. But they have Buffalo at number one. They say the Rams improved to number two. But let's, I would scroll down. I was expecting a long scroll. By the way, they're not as bullish on the roster improvement of the Bears. And that shocks me because they're the ones that got those bigger name offensive linemen, remember? I'm still scrolling. I'm at the Dolphins at 14. They're the Bears. They have at 15. Yeah, they got Joe Tooney. They got Jonah Jackson. Got that center, Drew Dahlman. Got a defensive tackle, Grady Jarrett. They have the kind of the same issues the Jags had, interior offensive and defensive line. But their efforts only landed them 15. But here is where I found the Jaguars. And I'm not going to say I was overjoyed, but hey, 19th.
Okay.
19th. A reminder who the Jags picked up now about a month ago. Patrick McCarry, the guard who will start. Jordan Lewis, a corner who will start. And by all indications, it feels like Jordan Lewis is going to be asked to move outside, and Jarian Jones will take that slot corner position. Again, pending draft additions.
And I'm good with that.
De'Ami Brown at receiver is going to be given a chance to see if he's that breakout guy. There has been no indication that he is to this point other than what the Jags have seen on film, so we'll see. They got a new starting center in Robert Hainsey and a safety, Eric Murray, who I think is there for his veteran presence. And if there's a young buck who can command playing time over him, the contract wouldn't preclude that from happening. Here's what they write, though, about this I think what we have all kind of settled on was an underwhelming class. Again, don't hate it, but definitely don't love it. Here's what they say, finding something to quote love. I loved the return to competency. The best thing bad things can do in free agency is get veteran starters who will plug immediate gaps and raise the floor of the team. Both Macari and Hainsey can be starters, though neither of them signed a big enough deal to be handed the job if draft picks are suddenly outperforming them. Both Brown and Lewis were signed to deals large enough that they should be impactful starters, but not so large that they'll debilitate the cap if they underperform. This is exactly how a new front office should reload a roster. Huh. That's encouraging.
Oh, it is.
Again, you know what they say opinions are like. We all got them. Most of them stink. Let's go to the other side of that coin, though. What I didn't love, the priorities. Jaguars double-dipped at tight end, replacing the departed Luke Farrell and Evan Ingram with Hunter Long and Johnny Munt, but Brenton Strange is still presumably the starter. With the Lewis signing, they secured the slot corner position, but that's where Jarian Jones was strong last year. Now Jones will have to transition to the outside to find the starting reps he clearly deserves. I think the way I'm hearing it is more likely Lewis shifts outside, but that remains to be seen. Let's get him on the field. They conclude the Jaguars certainly needed to add a receiver, but Brown's skill set is quite redundant to that of star receiver Brian Thomas Jr., a bigger speedster with great downfield reps. I don't mind the spending. It's just not where they already have talent. So, a 19th, which, by the way, when your power ranking has you, 26, 27, 28, 19th isn't enough to just take you soaring to the top. So one of those needs to be better. Either the baseline power ranking needs to be a whole lot better than 27. By the way, I think it is. I think the Jags power ranking, if they're healthy, and you could, and by the way, when I say that, I don't mean to give the Jaguars an extra advantage. If they're healthy, and every other team is healthy, if the Jaguars are healthy to start the year, they feel more power rated 18 to 22 to me. Granted, with a little bit of extra homespun optimism, you can't help but feel that. We know more about this team than any other team around the league. And by golly, if I, in March and April, choose to focus on the positive, I'm gonna. You know, you want to prove me wrong on any opinion that I have that would be considered, sunshine and rainbows? You want to prove me wrong in October? You have to wait till then. I choose to be optimistic, E.T. Is there anything wrong with that?
Nothing wrong with it, my boy.
We're not terrible. We got a quarterback. Got a new staff. We got some pieces. We were terrible last year. It's just a terrible execution, game plan, chemistry, feel, aura. All of it was just a muck. You will watch this intriguing. How many games are left in the tournament, E? Do you know?
I do.
Yeah, 13 games. That's it.
Okay.
Right? I mean, we're in the Sweet 16. It feels like there's still a lot to happen, right? But we got 8 games in the Sweet 16. Then we'll have 4 in the Elite 8. That's 12. We'll have 2 in the Final 4. That's 4. I'm sorry, 15. 15 games left, and then the finale. I was getting us to the Final 4 with the 13. That's it. And you can add another potential stumbling block for the Gators' opponent tonight. If you're not aware, we got the whole distracted coach thing going on with Maryland's Kevin Willard. Press conference yesterday, being asked about a variety of topics. The eve of their showdown with Florida in the Sweet 16. The questions about Villanova and their open job came. There are widespread rumors regarding Willard's candidacy. Last 2 weeks have been a whirlwind in the AD department there at Maryland. SMU poached their athletic director. Willard went on a post-game rant after his team's first-round win over Grand Canyon about his frustration with his administration over NIL funds. When asked about the state of Maryland's athletic department, believed to be one of the big reasons why he would leave for Villanova, Willard's answer was about stopping Florida All-American guard Walter Clayton and previewing the Sweet 16. These comments come 24 hours after he said in a radio appearance back in the home market that he's staying at Maryland, quote, as of now. Man, in today's day and age of coaching subterfuge, the word as of now may as well mean definitely. If you're willing to concede at least that much, it sure seems like if the bridge isn't burning, the matches are out. His demeanor comes amid the chaos that comes natural with being just a couple of wins away from the Final Four. Inside the locker room, when Maryland advances, they were just giddy as could be, but that was not Willard's mood at his press conference. Derek Queen was cracking jokes. And then was asked about his coach. First, he wants to win. Whatever happens after the season happens. Okay. Maryland's had some difficulties with the last 3 or 4 years that Coach Willard has changed. Now I feel like everybody's going to want to come here after this year. We're going to be back on our feet and winning and stuff. Willard did get Queen the second highest rated signee in program history, at least in the modern recruiting era. And he hit that fadeaway, traveled, to beat Colorado State and send Maryland into the Sweet 16 for the first time since 2016. But there are other stories that are written a little bit more flammable about Willard and the dodging of the questions. And the bottom line is there's speculation about him taking the Villanova job, a job that looked like it was going to go to Richard Pitino until it wasn't. He took the Xavier job. And then at the same time that Pitino falls out of the Villanova search, Willard says he's the Maryland coach, quote, as of right now. And he's on record in recently about talking about how hard it is to win at his school because of the way their athletic department is functioning when it comes to the NIL. So, yeah, just one more little. Now, does that really matter once the ball goes in the air? Probably not. Talent wins. Florida, big advantage there as well. More Sweet 16 talk as we go through the day. As I said, you're going to be about the happiest pros you're going to get all year long today. It's like Christmas, man. I feel like I've gotten up at Christmas and got everything I wanted. By the way, E, might be playing golf at 10:55.
That boy having a day.
Huh? Let's see. What does average golf round last, E? You do the math here. About 4 hours, doesn't it? 10:55. That gets me done at what time would that be? Huh?
About 2:55.
About 10:52 to 11. Yeah, 10 to 11 to 1, 2. 11 to 12, 1, 2. Yeah, every 3 o'clock. It gives me plenty of time to what? Shower? What happens at 4?
Game time, baby.
Chris Sale and the Braves take the mound, season opener at San Diego. And then once the Braves are done finishing off that 2-1 victory, it'll be time for the Gators in the Sweet 16. Huh. Only a couple days like this all year, my friends. I mean, I got ultimate passion flame going into a couple of different areas today. Buckle up, baby. It's a Custom Tree Surgeons Thursday.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
This is Brent Musburger's Visa in Action update on 1010XL. Brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Florida Gators take it on Maryland today in the Sweet 16 of the NCAA tournament at the Chase Center in San Francisco. The Gators are laying 6.5 points. The total, 157.5. The Gators have won 15 straight against non-conference opponents. The winner will meet either Texas Tech or Arkansas in the regional final. Red Raiders laying 5.5 against the Razorbacks, 148.5 the total. Major League Baseball opening day. Chris Sale on the mound for the Braves at $1.30 favorite at San Diego, plus 110, 7 under the total at Petco Park. The Rays open up tomorrow, minus 205 against the Rockies at Steinbrenner Field. $250 bonus and you open up a G-Bank Visa signature card. Visa.com/GBank. Mike's in at 1010XL.
Florida heat is no joke. Is your air conditioner ready for it? At Duck Duck Air Conditioning, we've got a crazy offer just for you. We're giving away free AC inspections to our wonderful customers who now call and schedule. One of our expert techs will come look at your AC unit and make recommendations to ensure it's running at peak performance. But you must act today. A deal this good won't last forever. Call 904-862-6769. Duck Duck Air Conditioning. DuckDuckAC.com. Any required repairs are not included in the inspection.
Hey everybody, Jennifer Marion with Randy Marion Cadillac in Jacksonville here to say hello, and we'd sure like to have your business.
You know what? They're going to love the king of price.
My dad believes in making great deals and having a great selection in stock.
Cadillac XT4s, XT5s, and XT6s, and Escalades.
The all-electric Cadillac Lyriq.
CT4s and CT5s.
Cadillac luxury and selection is just waiting for you.
At Randy Marion Cadillac, Southside Boulevard, Jacksonville.
And don't forget, tell them Jennifer sent ya.
Guys, want a golf course fairway quality lawn? TopDressing.com just landed in Jacksonville with the golf course secret for St. Augustine grass homeowners. A patented process that aerates and turns your turf into a fairway stunner. Serious golf course technology, but in your yard. Less water, tighter cuts, total neighborhood domination. No one else scores a perfect 10 lawn. Hit TopDressing.com now. You will own the block. Top dress your yard like the pros with TopDressing.com.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
I insist on complete honesty.
You can chime in anytime on the 1010XL text line.
Installed by Lifetime Flooring.
If you have something to say to me, I wish you would just say it.
Share your opinion.
Are you nuts?
What? 641-1010.
That's crazy.
Hey folks, Hicken here for Zero Res. You're going to want to beat the spring cleaning rush and call our cleaning heroes at Zero Res. This month, get one room Zero Resified starting at $53. Hey, and take $100 off your air duct cleaning. Don't forget about your air ducts. Your air ducts sort of like the lungs of your home. If they're dirty, your indoor air quality suffers. Visit ZeroResJacksonville.com. Tell them Dan or 1010XL sent you. Spell it forwards or backwards. Zero Res. It's the right way to clean.
Zero Res.
Yo, this is Tony from Tony D's. Are you looking for a great slice of pizza? Well, we have about 12 varieties. Most places won't have slices of pizza after lunch. At Tony D's, you can get a slice all day. It's always fresh at Tony D's Pizza. Bay Meadows and 295.
When you hear Florida Gators baseball on 1010XL, it's brought to you by Renewal by Anderson, the official window and door replacement partner of the Florida Gators, and Farah & Farah, the official personal injury law firm of the Jaguars.
I'm here with Clayton Bromberg of Underwoods. You hear about guarantees and warranties. What is Underwood's policy?
Frank, to talk about guarantees and warranties, you have to look at our history of over 70 years in business. Underwood's entire reason for existence is and has been to offer fine products that'll be used with such satisfaction that both the giver and the receiver will want to come back. And hopefully they'll tell their friends about us. To do this means we've got to try our hardest to satisfy every customer. All of our people understand that. Now, I'm sure over the years we've made a few mistakes, but we've never failed to make good on any Underwood product that was returned with a legitimate customer complaint. Our entire reputation would mean nothing if we didn't conduct ourselves that way. Simply put, conducting our business with integrity is a lot more important to Underwoods and our customers than all the guarantees, warranties, and contrived legal obligations in the world. And you've got Underwood's word, my word, and all of our people's word on that.
Underwoods in San Marco, Avondale, and the shops of Ponte Vedra.
Are you thinking about a pool for your home? Blue Haven Pools is Jacksonville's largest pool builder. They've built pools for over 20,000 satisfied families since 2000. It's never been easier to design the perfect pool for your home, family, and budget. Call Blue Haven Pools today at 904-620-0090 to get a free in-home estimate for your in-ground pool. Or visit BlueHaven.com. Don't let another summer pass by without a pool. Join thousands of happy Jacksonville pool owners in a Blue Haven pool.
It's March Madness, and your office needs a champion. Advanced Business Solutions teams up with Xerox to bring you copiers that never miss a shot. Fast, reliable, and ready to handle the pressure? Make the winning play for your business. Hire the champions at Advanced Business Solutions, where your business goes for the win. Locally and veteran-owned.
Print documents and IT management. Advanced Business Solutions.
Where is the deepest canyon in the United States?
Filing an insurance claim following a storm shouldn't be an ordeal. Southern Oak Insurance's claim team prepares for catastrophic situations well in advance. Log on to southernoak.com.
Our family protecting yours. Southern Oak Insurance.
The deepest canyon in the United States is Hell's Canyon along the Oregon and Idaho border, about 8,000 feet deep at some point.
Southern Oak Insurance. Our family protecting yours.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
That man put his hands on me. I would have immediately swung on him. Immediately.
I guess a statement not so outrageous. I tell you those that are involved. The man making the statement is Stephen A. Smith. I get the bio on Stephen A. Smith here. Hold on. I should have done. I mean, this is poor planning. I knew I was coming back. What am I doing? I need a bio here. What do we got? Does Stephen A. certainly Stephen A. makes it to Wiki, doesn't he? Yeah, that was a 57-year-old Stephen A. Stephen A. Smith is basically my age. About 4 or 5 months apart. Now, could you imagine me walking into the Jaguars locker room and telling Josh Allen that if he puts his hands on me, I'm swinging on him? Think about that.
Or Trayvon.
Right. Find me a guy in the Jaguars locker room, LeBron James size, and let me walk my 57-ish self into the Jaguars locker room. I wouldn't claim to be in, quote, better shape than Stephen A. Smith. I doubt him in worse. We're probably about the same sedentary creatures at this point. I mean, I did see him, doing his little workout, and it looked about as slow as mine would be if I were to put on the gloves. But
that show was pitiful.
Yeah, so that's Stephen A., who's now taking this little LeBron feud now to the ridiculous level, and now the argument ends because now you're a meme, Stephen A. You had that power of the pen in your hand. It's mightier than the sword. It really is. You could have won forever on Twitter. Just sit there with your witty self and, every day pontificate on your self platforms. You could have won. You could have controlled the narrative at least. But now you got, what's wrong with you? What empowerment did you suddenly get that you think you can beat up LeBron James? That's definitely my favorite story of the day on What is a Great Sports Day. I get my Braves opening. I got the Gators in the Sweet 16. And I got Stephen A. saying that he was going to beat up LeBron if it came to that. So thankfully for you, you're breathing a sigh of relief today. Thankfully it didn't get physical, or the season could be over for the Lakers because Stephen A. would have, incapacitated LeBron for the rest of the year.
That man would have put his hands on him. He would have swung on him immediately. Immediately.
Yeah. Right. Let's live that alternate world for just a second. LeBron comes across the locker room and puts his hands on Stephen A.'s chest. You know what would have happened immediately? You would have soiled yourself. You would have peed in your Armani. 1,000,000%. You would have run to the Lakers PR guy and hid behind it like it was your mama's skirt, man. I mean, come on, bro.
No, there's no Jaguar. All the Jaguars are looking up at LeBron just to say.
That's what I'm saying. I dumbed it down by saying Josh Allen.
LeBron 6'8", 260.
6'8". Find me a Jaguar 6'8", 260. E. Go on the roster real quick, just real quick. And while E does that, I'm going to offer up today's Shazam Spotlight. LeBron, obviously, with his manhood question, felt he needed to make a stage on a more professional, a name on at a moment on a more national professional stage, I suppose. He had a buzzer beater last night. But here's the Shazam Spotlight, brought to you by ShazamAuto.com, the Murray Ford Superstore, Stark in Kingsland. Take that short drive and beat these big city prices and do it with those guys that you'll have a great customer experience with. I promise that a lot of happy customers through the years to Murray Ford, including yourself and Mrs. P, my daughter as well. So the Murray Ford Superstars, you'll love them.
We got Eric Armstead. He's 6'7", 290.
Okay, 90's a little much. I draw the line at 260. I can kick a 260's ass. I'm sorry for my language. A's a bad word, and I shouldn't say that. I can kick a butt. I can kick some butt on a 260, but you gave me 290. It's a little too much. A lean on me, E. I'm worried about the 290. But 6'9", 6'8", 260, that's light work for me, E. If a man 6'8", 260 puts his hands on me, I'm swinging on him immediately. I'll just settle for how much does Josh Allen weigh? Is he way too much?
No.
I don't know.
Josh Allen, 6'5", 255.
Okay, that's good. That's close enough. Yeah, it's me walking into the Jaguars locker room when training camp starts and telling Josh Allen that if he puts his hands on me, I'm swinging on him immediately. How much would he? That would be a great bit, E. That'd be a great bit. If
he put his hands on me, I would have immediately swung on him.
If we right now were in season, take a camera, take my 57-year-old Stephen A. Smith butt down into the Jaguars locker room with the camera, and let me go up to these 6'6", 260
that would be
pounders
so funny.
and say, hey, man, I just want you to know as this season goes on, you put your hands on me and I'm swinging on you immediately. And then get their reaction. They would look at you like, is this guy playing? What's going on? There you go, free of charge. Grab the YouTube channel and let's go.
Right?
I'd break the damn YouTube if I started doing it, E. Let the kids have their fun on the YouTube channel. Oh, what a good day, man. What a fun day. Anyway, back to the Shazam Spotlight, though. It's not Stephen A. God bless you, Stephen A. You had it. You had the victory in hand, too. Gosh. Yeah, everyone, you were on the right side of the argument. Although someone has texted in that LeBron somehow he correlated some of what Stephen A. said to he was talking about him as a father with nothing to do with basketball. And I don't remember the initial comments. If he probably stepped out of line there. But this is going way too far. I mean, come on. This is Mitch Blood Green on the streets of New York trying to challenge Tyson. He's about to get knocked out. You ain't even got that Mitch Blood Green crazy dog in you. You're Stephen A. Smith. You're 58, bro. But the Shazam Spotlight is this. Listen, we use the term buzzer beater all the time, but it typically just kind of refers to game-winning shot, right? And a lot of times the game-winning shot comes with 1.4 seconds to go or 2.8. Maybe it's 8 seconds to go. Either way, a game winner's a game winner. A clutch shot that happens with a second to go is not much different than one that happens with, a half a second or 3 seconds. But a true buzzer beater is when the last shot is the last shot of the game.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And so last night, LeBron tipped one in for his 8th career buzzer beater, which you would think isn't all that much. And, that must, be in line with, some of the other stars of the game. But it's actually, I saw this, second all-time to Jordan. Jordan only had 9. Now, again, these aren't game-winning shots. These aren't final seconds in the fourth quarter. These are true buzzer beaters where, the last shot of the game, the clocks go to 0 as that shot falls through the net. So, anyway, we got a lot to get to and around today, and, we won't dilly-dally. We got Jags talk. We got Sweet 16. We got obviously Major League Baseball and opening day. So it's like kids in a candy store. You're listening to The Drill. It's a custom Tree Surgeons Thursday.
The Drill.
From the DivorcemenOnly.com studios.
This is where the action is.
Go, go, go!
Making things happen so you're never in the dark. 1010XL.
Do the Garber wiggle, Garber wiggle, 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 Garber wiggle.
Tired of spending all day looking for a new truck? Then stop. At Garber Auto Mall, you can see every new American-made truck side by side. Chevy, GMC, Buick, Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Visit us at GarberAutomall.com or in Green Cove Springs. And remember, at Garber Auto Mall, there's always a little room for wiggle.
Do the Garber wiggle, Garber wiggle, 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 Garber wiggle.
Jags fans, here's your chance to score a trip to Green Bay for round 1 of draft night.
through the Everbank Draft Night Experience Sweepstakes. One lucky winner and a guest will be there live and in person to see the Jaguars make their first pick. To enter, visit everbank.com/draft by April 4th. That's everbank.com/draft. No purchase necessary to enter or win. Open to legal residents of the 50 United States and D.C. 18 and older. Entry period from 3/3/25 to 4/4/25. For official rules, prize description, odds of winning, and other details, visit everbank.com/draft. Sponsored administrator, Everbank N.A.
Greenlaw Group is for the insured. If you think you have roof damage, call 904-302-7055 today, and they will schedule you a free roof inspection. Trust their law firm to help you fight your insurance when you need it. These storms can cause damage you may not even see yet. Call Greenlaw Group 302-7055. There's no cost to retain their law firm and no cost to have your roof inspected. They only get paid if you win. Greenlaw Group, for the insured.
Cool Cats Heating and Cooling, the coolest cats in town, setting the standard in our hometown. Quality service, the best around. Coolidge is the cat that cares about your heating and about your air. Cool Cats Heating and Cooling, the coolest cats in town.
WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Baloo here for Smoonez Vision. Why Smoonez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smoonez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smoonez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smoonez is fellowship trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmoonezVision.com today. Here you can see.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too. From Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, roll and lock bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality products and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
Calling all fun-loving citizens of Northeast Florida. Freedom Boat Club needs your help. Lisa the Botanista has gone missing. She left a note that said gone boating. But here's the thing. Freedom Boat Club has 4 local locations. Julington Creek, Jack's Beach, and 2 in St. Augustine. And over 400 locations across the world. That's a lot of water to cover. Is she water skiing on the Ozarks, whale watching in the Pacific, or island hopping in Spain? Or hiding right here at the Black Creek Rope Swing? Or docking at the Conch House? Wait, has anyone checked Fort George Island? Too much to do on the water. So Freedom Boat Club is offering our best discount of all time, so you can help search. You simply make your reservation, show up, and have fun. I gotta go. I'm hopping on a boat to the fish camp for live music and lunch. Maybe I'll find the Botanista there. Or better yet, maybe you'll join us with the best discount ever and enjoy boating made simple. Don't blame us when you start playing hooky too. Visit freedomboatclub.com.
Do you have clicking, popping, swelling, or pain in your knee or shoulder? This can be due to arthritic changes in your joints. Over time, you have wear and tear of your cartilage. I am Dr. George Barry, and here at Barry Orthopedics, we have numerous ways to treat your arthritis, such as regenerative medicine, including PRP and joint replacements with CT guidance for accuracy down to the millimeter. If you are experiencing any of these symptoms, call us for an appointment today, or log on to barryorthopedics.com.
Find out more at barryorthopedics.com. That's BAHRI orthopedics.com.
Daly's Dash is not only your Jaguars game day stop, but a great place to grab a meal any day of the week. To honor the Jags and the fans, we've crafted the Duval sub. The Duval comes with freshly sliced turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheese, topped with crisp lettuce, fresh tomatoes, and a double portion of our secret sauce, all served on a fresh roll. Come by your local's Daly's Dash today to get your delicious Duval sub. Daly's is the official convenience store sponsor of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. Florida men's basketball team will compete against Maryland tonight for a chance to advance to the Elite Eight. Head coach Todd Golden's message for his team is clear.
Can't take anything for granted in terms of the opportunity because it can be gone just as quickly as it's here. And
listen to the game live on 1010 XL AM with tip-off at 7:30. Orlando's full court press to acquire the Jaguars during the renovation of Everbank Stadium progressed on Wednesday, with their board approving additional funding to upgrade Camping World Stadium. Steve Hogan, CEO of Florida Citrus Sports, emphasized the importance of seizing this opportunity for Orlando.
This is a major league town, and we're just ready for that next major league sport to choose Orlando.
The Trinity Christian Academy men's baseball team improved to 12-3 with their 5th consecutive home win on Tuesday. They aim for a 6th straight home victory against Baldwin tonight at 7 p.m. At your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, I'm Sam Nelson.
Currently, it's 6:59 and it's 52 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farrah and Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
Yo, we're gonna feel.
What we gonna feel?
Thunder.
Oh yeah.
Thunder.
Oh yeah.
Thunder.
Oh.
Yeah. Come on, E.
Oh, I'm here.
You know it! Yes, sir! You open one? Happy opening day!
Who do you play?
The Disastros.
Oh, nice. Home?
Away.
Oh. Road Warriors, the two of us.
Yes! Nothing like it. Nothing like it. Love it. 41-22 on opening day, Jeff Prosser. It's at this time of the year, I must tell you, that's the best winning percentage in the history of baseball. Did you know that, E?
No.
New York Mets, 41-22 on opening day. Shoot, the Braves. What are the Braves' records? They've been playing for 100-plus years.
Fourth most wins all time as a franchisee. I'll drop that in on you. But other than that, I don't know our opening day record. I feel
I only got the top 10. They didn't make the top 10.
Yeah, I would say that I don't recall opening day always being very pleasant.
Pirates 74-64, ninth.
That's what my boys got.
Giants 76-65. That's a lot of opening days, man, huh? 130, 140 opening days. Wow. Dodgers 75-60. Yankees 4th. Orioles 3rd. Mariners 29-19.
What was the Braves record exactly?
I don't have it.
Oh, you don't have it at all. You just got the top there.
Yeah, let me look real quick.
E.T. from the text line, designed by Lifetime Enclosures. Pross is looking a little blitz this morning. E knows what I mean.
Pross looking blitz?
Yeah, would you say I'm blitz this morning? What does that even mean? What does my man think? I'm on meth
89-73 are the Braves.
Okay. That's like that's a regular baseball season.
Yeah.
Exactly. Huh. 162 openers. Dang, that's a lot of baseball.
That's a lot of baseball, man. Woo. Put another one down.
It's so funny, it's just funny how the sports fans
season's on the line today.
Like, yeah, right. Like you look at it's fun. Like you fashion the Braves opening at San Diego and LA as an advantage. You look at the advantage of it.
Ticks me off.
Yeah, and I look at it. Well, that's just I look at that as insanity because I'd much rather play them with, I don't know, Acuna and Strider in the middle of July.
Oh,
so
there you
there's
go.
that part of it too.
That's a
right?
good point.
Yeah.
I like that.
You're right. See,
Thanks for making me feel better.
You should love them starting here.
Pod Squad today?
Pods today, baby. We go Chris Sale
Sale v. Darvish. Who we got? The pod's thrown at you.
I don't want to be this guy, start all bitter, but, Chris, I just checked. You're about 7 months late for the start, buddy. We were at San Diego on a Tuesday night. I kind of needed you, and I'm happy with that Triple Crown and all, but I really needed you one night all year, and you weren't there that night. So,
yeah.
We'll see. But, yeah, Chris, no, it's not Darvish. It's
who got it?
Oh, gosh, it's the third guy I'd never heard of until the playoffs.
King?
Yeah, King.
Oh, okay. He was good.
Yeah. Cease ever get moved? He didn't, did he? Everybody was running at Dylan Cease. I'm not sure he ever moved. And if he stayed with the Padres, that's why the Padres have a chance. That starting staff's decent.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dylan Cease still there.
Yeah.
Speaking of opening day, subject of a couple of Dreamfinders Homes poll questions, I figured I'd ask a little baseball. Don't do it very often, so I threw it out there. The official home builder of the Florida Gators, the Jacksonville Jaguars, the PGA Tour. They offer an amazing 4.99% interest rate. 15 different locations around Jacksonville.
15?
That's correct, E. Thank you.
About time on the timing. Good job.
Beautiful.
He went to timing school yesterday. He went to Dreamfinders Homes timing school out on the west side.
I wasn't checking out the poll question.
It's like a sweatshop.
It's kind of it's had its effect. It obviously worked, but what they do is if you don't, when you do it and you don't get it right, they take a hose and hose you down.
Or the shot collar.
Yeah.
He's like, wow. Oh, wait.
So anyway,
different metaphor.
Appreciate Dreamfinders Homes getting that right. So, just go to dreamfindershomes.com. Tell them Dreamfinders Danny Hicken sent you.
He shot collared me one morning 6-8 times. So go ahead, get him.
That was great. In honor of opening day, how many baseball games do you think you'll watch this year? Not a single one. 5 to 10 games.
It's interesting.
Mostly the postseason, or 25 and up.
Okay.
Now, we know the answer for us, too.
Yeah, I mean,
what about E?
Honestly, my cut line would have had to be, and it would have gone over, I will watch 150 Braves games.
Yeah, I always say.
I will. I have 162. I'll see. I'll have inevitable. Now, I won't watch every single one live, but I'm a DVR guy, and I'll watch them all the next day if I don't watch it. I don't look at the score, so I can watch it the next morning if I need to. Maybe 140 because you do take summer vacay and that kind of stuff, or maybe you're someplace where they're not on.
I'll say more for me
because I got it on the phone if I'm gone.
Yeah.
I'm never.
I say watch 100 plus.
Yeah,
but
that's fair. I mean,
I don't think I'd go 100, but I watch a lot of baseball.
But here's the difference. Mine is weird from this standpoint. Hick, in the middle of summer or once where baseball's the only thing going, I'll watch the Braves till 9, the first 5-6 innings, and when I get up in the morning, I'm doing my stuff. I'll watch the last 3 or 4. So that's why my total, watch time is probably a little higher.
I like this question.
Yeah, what do you watch, E? Not a single one. 5 to 10, mostly postseason or 25 and up. Be honest.
I will.
Yeah,
now,
5 to 10.
It says how many baseball games. It doesn't say Major League Baseball games.
Okay.
That being said, I'll probably take in about 5 to 10 Jumbo Shrimp games.
Okay.
I'll watch the Savannah Bananas.
Okay.
And I might watch some postseason MLBs.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm somewhere in between that 5 to 10 range.
Yeah, that's fine. That's cool. 365 votes. Not a single one, 35.3. So the rest are all watching baseball, which is good, 65. And then a lot of the guys, go Cards. I'll listen to 150 plus Braves. You missed all of them. Why is the bar so low? I keep up with the highlights on YouTube and Twitter. 162 Yankee games. Let's go Mets. I watch 150 plus Padre games a year.
Baseball fans are loyal. The ones that here's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
The number's going to be inflated because baseball has struck an itch and they want to answer your question.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that your 25 and over is going to run away with it.
Yeah. Bonus Dreamfinders Homes poll question: who wins the NL East?
I think the Braves probably win that. Although you could probably got a lot of Mets fans on your.
Sorry, Dan Bravos. Sorry, Dan Phillies. Congrats, Dan Mets. Marlins or Nats is your fourth choice.
So what do we got here for some results?
We got Bravos runaway leader, 58.8.
Okay.
Mets second, 20.8. Phillies 14.8. Marlins or Nets 5.6.
I know what blitz means. Now I got everyone. No, sarcasm is a lost art, Hick. I know what they're saying. It's 7 o'clock in the morning, gang. So there's no either Tito's or gummies inside of me. So have fun with that.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
somebody said you had gummies.
They're suggesting all sorts of things, Dan. My meth is my preferred drug of choice. So y'all get it right.
I want to know.
Dear, he says.
I want to know
what was the first one again? Who won? What was that? How did it? The viewership? How did it? For the percentages again for the viewership?
Not 135. 25 and up, 33 right now.
Wow, not one game, 35%.
35%.
Stay off the poll question then.
Yeah. Well, no, we want answers. I like that.
Okay.
I'm pleased that 65% are baseball fans.
We did this one morning after, I don't know, some survey somewhere said that nobody cares about baseball.
No, they care.
We were here in the summer. Remember that one, E?
Yeah,
and we did
up.
it, and it just took over. I mean, and hundreds of different voices.
No, we don't agree. We don't agree.
Yeah.
I want to know how it came about, and I haven't seen it anywhere. I kind of looked for it. I want to know how LeBron ended up on McAfee.
Because they're in town playing the Pacers.
Well, I know that.
The LeBron conversation.
LeBron James doesn't go and do an hour with anybody.
I
get it, but there's I want to know the reason why. I want to know if it's as simple as, did LeBron call McAfee's people? Has McAfee been working on this? Did LeBron want to stick it to the other boys on ESPN? How did it get arranged?
It just popped up.
Yeah, it just popped up.
I think they probably had been. I think that the folks at McAfee, when they see the Pacers sked, when it comes out, right, and LeBron made this day or somebody else that day, but some of those other factors, because of the currency of like the Stephen A. and the ESPN, maybe that led to it. But I would think that here's what I think. I think McAfee's show, it's become a big enough boy that he wants to go on there. He sees a value in being on there.
Well, I'm sure he does, but I want to know if it was from LeBron's camp.
I think it's from McAfee's, at least initially.
See, I don't.
Okay.
I think McAfee just
fell into it.
Holy cow!
Hey, LeBron
called.
Wants to come
on.
Yeah,
this is awesome.
Well, that should probably come out.
Yeah, I'm sure it will. But I was surprised it's not out yet.
Okay.
Like McAfee will probably tell the story today.
Yeah, I felt like that's
I
fair.
watched a decent amount of it. It was unfortunate because they decided to make it a curse fest.
Yeah.
So
once they did that, man.
Yeah.
It's
okay.
not a podcast.
I mean, that part of it, you can do that part, but then we can't hear it. Like ESPN really had to ride it. Now, if you go watch it on YouTube or somewhere else, you can get the full. But yeah, and of course he annihilated, and it's got to be a little weird.
Wendy?
Oh, he annihilated Wendy.
Who did? LeBron?
LeBron.
He's down on Wendy too?
Oh, yeah.
What? I don't know that one. Where'd that beef start?
Oh, it's not really a beef, but
it's not really. It's just like, I don't know why everybody thinks he's so close to me. He's not close. They say he played basketball. He didn't play. Yeah, right. Blah 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 blah.
These guys are weird.
Yeah,
That's what he said about Windhorst. He's weird.
Yeah, it's kind of mean. To be honest with you.
Here's what happens. Windhorst starts as likable, and then they kind of get fluffy. They get puffed up with themselves a little
in
bit.
one respect, you can say Wendy sort of made his career off LeBron.
Yeah,
so.
no, not one respect. 1,000. Because I thought that too. I thought he had an end, didn't you? These years? You thought it.
The only thing they have
McMenamin's another one I assume has an end with LeBron.
No.
They just cover them.
Dave McMenamin is married.
I know who he's married to, yeah.
To the girl who hosts.
Yeah.
Did you know that, E?
The most rapid rise of talent in history.
You know
the little girl that started in the pandemic.
Dave McMenamin went into the culture.
Yeah, what's her name?
And married the girl.
Malika, what's her name?
Yeah, Malika Andrews.
Malika Andrews. Yeah.
They're married.
Yeah.
Very odd.
Yeah, the coach don't really care for her.
Okay. Did not know that.
She's got a lot going on there. She seems kind of phony to me.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Well, whatever. Career-wise, she's done well.
Yeah, she do her thing.
Yeah. But she hosts.
That Cinderella sister, her just latching on, see how far she can be dragged. That's the truth. Hey, man, if it's we speak the truth here.
Anyway, so
okay.
So Wendy's tie into LeBron, I think, is they're from the same hometown, and I think that's it.
I thought
they might have gone to high. I think they went to the same high school.
Are they the same age? Or are they like?
I don't know. Let's look.
So I just assumed that LeBron was friendlier with Wendy than others.
Yeah,
I did too.
I just assumed. So what did LeBron say about Wendy then?
Basically call him weird.
Yeah, like these guys say that they're my
Wendy's
best friend.
7 years older than LeBron,
Okay,
no.
So then it is even a little creepier.
Yeah.
If he's like your peer, your same age, that could be guilty of that, trying to, hey, remember me? But yeah, you're
that man put his hands on me, I would have immediately swung on him. Immediately.
He was the Cavs beat writer for the Akron
That's what it
Beacon
was.
Journal
Yeah.
from 03
Yeah,
through
right when he
08.
came in. So he got him right in the beginning. He probably
attended high school in Akron, the same school that LeBron would later attend.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the connection.
Yeah, the connection is he was the beat writer when
But there's
LeBron
not
entered
much
the
of
league.
there's not much of a connection.
No, but I'm just saying from that standpoint, you position yourself as the guy who's been following LeBron since his first day.
Yeah. But Wendy is...
but I thought that he had access. I do.
No.
I would have thought that. I would have thought, not a ton, don't get me wrong, but I would have thought that he was... Some of the things he said through the years that I thought were coming from maybe inside at the people who were part of the story, I guess in turn they weren't actually.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't remember Wendy being wrong on much though.
No,
he's been pretty middle of the road.
LeBron referenced Wendy said he's miffed about the whole face of the league thing too. Well, LeBron's a little sensitive.
Yeah.
Quite honestly.
Yeah.
But I get it. Everybody talks about
But he
him.
is the face of the league. I don't understand what his objection is.
He hears things all the time, and sometimes they're totally untrue from his perspective. And so at some point, it does get annoying.
I hear you.
Like, they say this about, they say this, they say that.
That's the social media.
So
That's
anyway,
that's the downside
it's not
of
just social media. This was on television. And Wendy said on TV, why do you think he signed the Nike deal? He signed the Nike deal because of Michael. And he goes, I signed the Nike deal because they offered me bleepity $90 million for blah, 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 blah. He goes, I would have signed, so because I took that money and I moved my mom out of the hood, is what he said.
Here's the other side of LeBron's argument. Then you got to be more available then. Or people's opinion aren't going to always match up.
What do you mean,
That's not
more
that
available?
It's not.
If he can't be any more available. He gets interviewed after every game. He gets interviewed before.
Okay, then my point. There's no reason to be offended by that comment. You have your whole. It would be like saying that. It would be like Tiger Woods all of a sudden saying, "Yeah, people saying I was chasing Jack's record was baloney."
Yeah.
I mean, the guy has. Oh, so you weren't wearing 23 for Jordan? I mistook that.
No, that's not. That's that. No,
well, but
that's
my point,
a different thing.
Okay, my point is though, it's a natural. If it is a mistake and it's wrong, it's not an aggressive, harm-causing mistake. It shouldn't bother you.
No.
So if you are going to, that's what I mean.
But I think when somebody's talking about you constantly and every avenue,
it builds up.
It builds up, and at some point
absolutely.
you say, okay, and so that's why I'm sure, because the boys were on the cold pizza show, whatever the show is that Stephen A does. What's the name of that show?
I don't know.
Okay, but that show, the Stephen A show.
Yeah, the Stephen A show.
And of course, the Mad Dog likes to stir the pot. So the Mad Dog was saying, hey, good for McAfee for getting LeBron. And Wendy's like, I wouldn't get LeBron. And Stephen A said, if somebody went to LeBron and said, go on the Stephen A show, he'd probably kill him. So it was like they knew they're not getting LeBron on their show. And LeBron did say, look, I can separate the basketball with the, I understand your job is to criticize the basketball. I got no problem with that, blah, 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 which also probably isn't true.
Yeah, but
I don't like when you start talking about my family.
There's a disconnect. There's an obvious disconnect because on this, then you can't be offended if when you offer your take on something other than basketball, people say, be quiet, I don't want to hear it.
Correct.
You can't have it both ways. No. That's all.
Yeah.
I don't care either way to the one side or the other. I see LeBron's frustration.
I think you can make points on both sides, to be honest.
But at today's day and age, dude, you can't make hundreds of millions of dollars and complain about a damn thing. If you don't like it, go spend half your money and build a isolated mansion somewhere and check out.
Yeah, he got a couple of those.
Yeah, and listen, we've been doing this a long time. They're not particularly mean, aggressive, or ugly to LeBron. That's baloney. LeBron gets treated fine as a celebrity and a superstar.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Ain't nobody coming at LeBron like that.
I mean, don't make it. You don't have to.
No.
The only question I have about this, again, about the shoe deal, are they talking about when LeBron came into the league, or is this like a recent shoe deal? Or do you know?
When he came into the league.
Okay. Yeah, I'd say that LeBron's being dishonest, and I do think it was because it was the Air Jordan brand. The dude is just barely retired. It's Air Jordan. It's the number one thing. So I do think he chose. Yeah, they paid him, and they would have. But to say that to act like the Jordan influence didn't matter, especially way back then when you're a 19-year-old. I don't know. That seems.
I thought it was
90 million says a lot, though.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah, but
who's paying me the most?
If
I think if Puma had come along and said, "Look,
100?
we'll give you $150 million," he would have signed with Puma.
Well, I don't know.
That's what I never know. But yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I
mean,
know.
the
it
grand
does.
scheme
Right.
of things, it's not that big.
The whole funny thing here is, to me, is I know what the A stands for in Stephen A. It should be dumb. Stephen, I mean, to say you would throw a punch at LeBron James is the most ridiculous. You lose credibility.
Well, he went on to say
his hands on me, I would have immediately swung on him.
Yeah, it's dumb.
Immediately.
Yeah, but he also said, "I know I would have gotten whooped."
That's not the lie.
He's just trying to be brave.
Right. Well, the lies, you can't admit the lies that you damn well would never throw on the swing at anyone. Stop it.
Can you imagine if Stephen A. at Madison Square Garden, when LeBron was chastising him, and he put his finger into his chest, and all of a sudden Stephen A. swung at LeBron? Come on.
Internet would have been
Are
broken.
you kidding me?
What?
And then LeBron would have grabbed him and shook him like a rag doll and thrown him into Spike and walked away. I mean,
I said it's.
What are we doing?
We're talking. Let's go age.
The other thing I heard, another interesting part about the LeBron interview.
The Bronversation.
Is that what they're
by the
calling
way,
it?
I'm being told too on the text line, and you watched more of the interview than I did. But most of this, it's not basic. LeBron wasn't aggressive at all in the things that he was saying yesterday. He's pretty lighthearted and jokey about most of it.
It's a lot of bad language.
Yeah,
but he seemed a little sensitive and would not tell McAfee how much he weighed.
Really?
Yeah, he goes. McAfee just off the cuff. They were talking. I forget why. Something about I forget why. And he goes, "How big are you?" And he goes, "I'm 6'9". He goes, "And what do you weigh?" He goes, "Anywhere from 215 to 280."
What? He ain't been 215
and he goes,
ever.
And he goes, "Well, you look great, blah blah blah." I just wondering, like, what do you weigh? And he goes, "Between 250." He would not tell him.
I wonder why.
I don't know if there was ever a
weight clause?
reference to that. Hey, LeBron, you got a little heavy there.
Maybe there's a weight clause or something.
I don't know, but he was like, he would not tell him. It struck me as I was watching.
He doesn't look bigger or smaller than any time.
LeBron,
he's old man
dude.
thick. Yeah, you thicken up when you get older.
So
right?
he's probably. I think they probably want him at 260, and he probably gets to 265. Something.
But he can move, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. It's unbelievable.
It's weird. Both he and Luka, especially. Luka had a skinny night last night. I'll watch Luka one night, and he'll look thin and athletic, and I'll watch him 2 nights later, and it'll look like he gained 25 pounds. It's the damnedest thing.
Yeah, and then LeBron also added throughout the, and he only added to this, even though no one, I don't know, I don't think many people believe this, but maybe some of y'all do, about the conspiracy with the draft. He goes, I get it. Pat went to New York. Derrick Rose went to Chicago. I went to Cleveland. I see how it works. Oh, man.
And by the way, San Antonio, when they got those 1 picks, that's just a little
Atlanta got Ricochet.
Damn it, you. Let's come back with a 10-minute drill. It's a custom tree searches Thursday.
I get it.
1010X.
I see how it works.
It's opening day. You're not
at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. When you want breaking sports news, tune in to 1010XL.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Or any of our social channels at 1010XL.
Satisfied?
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Hey, it's one of life's most important decisions. If you're 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, you have children, of course you want to take care of your family. That's why I'm here to tell you about my guy, Matt Hinson, and the Hinson Law Firm. Matt's the attorney. I'm not, but have you done your last will? Besides getting your assets to the people that you choose, man, you work hard for your money. You should decide. Planning also helps minimize income, gift, and estate taxes as well. Matt Hinson's your guy. He's going to listen. He'll help you with your decisions. He'll provide you information so that you have easy choices. It's the Hinson Law Firm. If you got questions, just reach out to Matt. Who's got the answers? 527-1700, 904-527-1700. Office is Jacksonville, Florida. Gang, don't let the state decide your fate.
At Performance
Performance Painting, we spent decades protecting commercial properties with durable, long-lasting coatings. And we can bring the same expertise when painting the exterior of your home. With industry-leading materials and a proven process, we extend the life of your home, reducing maintenance costs and preserving its value. Now, for a limited time, save $500 when you hire us to paint your home's exterior. Just mention 1010XL. Go to performancepainting.com to schedule a friendly estimate. Performance Painting. Repair, protect, preserve.
Performance Painting.
Hey, Jacksonville, I'm sure by now you've seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We are an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We are committed to customer service, reliability, and have unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today. GFL, green for life.
Tax season is here, and your refund can go further at Big Chief Tire. Frank Frangie here. Put the extra cash to work by investing in your vehicle, whether it's overdue maintenance, brake repairs, or new tires. Their skilled technicians will help you get the most out of every dollar. With 5 Jacksonville locations, fair prices, and trusted service, Big Chief Tire has everything you need to hit the road with confidence. Visit WeKeepJacksRollin.com or call 904-932-0950 today. Big Chief Tire keeps Jacks rolling.
Mia O'Brien.
Don't I know you from somewhere?
On Helmets and Heels, noon to 2.
I swear to you, I know her.
Then there's the 1010XL video and social media channels.
I would know her voice anywhere.
All Things Mia is driven by Arlington Toyota.
On 1010XL.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialist is now offering ortho walk-in appointments. If you have an immediate need for orthopedic care, contact Southeast Orthopedic Specialist immediately. Avoid ERs and urgent care waiting rooms. For more information, go to se-ortho.com.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Open early and open late. Dailies is always there, making things easy for you to cruise in and cruise out. So hit Dailies Cold Case the next time you're craving a cold one. Bud Light by the case. Plus plenty of singles to choose from. Corona to the King of Beers to Stella or a Natty. They're all cold at Dailies.
The college basketball playoffs are here, and there's no better place to catch the action than at Hurricane Grill and Wings. With slam dunk specials like $3.75 Miller Lite drafts, plus fresh, never frozen wings in over 30 flavors, and big screens everywhere. This is your home for all the games. Cold beer, handcrafted cocktails, bold flavors, big plays. Don't just watch the games, experience them at Hurricane Grill and Wings. Find your spot at hurricanewings.com.
Bueller. Stay cooler with Bueller.
Hey, buddy, you look worried.
Worried? I'm apoplectic!
You're what now?
I'm freaking out, Jason. Stupid water heater crapped out, so I haven't showered since Thursday. I start smelling a little funky, blow my big corporate job interview tomorrow. I'll end up settling for some dead-end career selling spatulas on the internet.
Dude, stay cool.
There's nothing cool about a cold shower, Jason. I mean, I know how that sounds, but...
Bueller Air and Plumbing can get a new water heater installed today. The day you call. You could be smelling fresh again by dinner time.
Wait, you can do that?
Put on these sunglasses.
Whoa.
Is that cooler?
Oh, yeah.
Well, life moves pretty fast. If you spend much more time smelling like this, you could miss it.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
Attention golfers, Hidden Hills Golf Club is an attractive destination for golfers all over the Southeast. You too will enjoy our classic Arnold Palmer design that will test your game and keep you coming back. Book a tee time at hiddenhillsgc.com.
Here's Linda Beaver.
It's a new year with new goals, but let's face it, not all resolutions are easy to keep. Maybe you promised yourself you'd eat healthier, but pizza still seems like a better idea. Or you said you'd read more, but your favorite show just launched a new season. At Beaver Toyota and Beaver Chevrolet, we can help you keep your New Year's resolution. We offer the biggest selection, best prices, and the easiest car buying experience. Let's make a resolution to visit Beaver Toyota or Beaver Chevrolet, where we'll wow you with a new ride for the new year.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the 10-minute drill.
This is a big one.
Brought to you by
Advanced Business Solutions.
your local authorized Xerox deal on 1010XL.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Hit it.
Yeah. Yeah, we got sports concepts. We got sports rationalizations. We call it the 10-minute drill. At the end of the drill, we like to hand out some razzle-dazzle. E, what are you handing out today, sir?
Oh, man, I got Haymaker Coffee gift pack, including Haymaker Coffee and some Haymaker swag. Pick up Haymaker Coffee at Hank and Ace Hardware stores, at the Riverside Arts Market, or online at haymakercoffee.com. Some lucky winner will get that at the end of the 10-minute drill.
They should have got Stephen A. to be the spokesman for Haymaker Coffee.
That'd be perfect, yeah. He will definitely swing. He's swinging on LeBron, 57-year-old. I said this would be great. I'd love to take a camera into the Jaguars locker room, open a training camp, walk right up to Josh Allen and say, just so you know, Josh, you put hands on me this year, and I'm swinging immediately. Just look at the reaction from these guys. Put it in real perspective. Some 58-year-old, 6-foot-tall dude going up to a monster. Mm-hmm. You better bring that slingshot, David. That's Goliath, and I don't like your odds. Is part of what's happening in Athens just that everything is reported, like, as it should be? Or I don't understand how you can just every offseason have this will be the first, I'm going to assume, of more to come of these athletes and these driving infractions. The most recent was like a week ago. Nitro Tuggle is a wide receiver, and he hit Nitro Boost, apparently, driving 107 miles an hour. Stopped and arrested Athens, Clark County. Again, 1 week ago. He's a sophomore, so he's been around the program. He's certainly heard them just going on and on. What do you do? And I guess is this happening other places, but if some backup receiver for Florida gets arrested for speeding, no one notices? Or, if there were any program in the country where, I might start putting, a part of the NIL agreement, you're not allowed to drive. You come here everywhere, everyone's Ubering all the time. I don't want to tell y'all.
You can't do that.
That's what I'm saying, though. It's I don't know what you can do. Because cue it up. It'll come middle of the summer. The Atlanta Journal-Constitution will write their yearly, state of the perilous Georgia, discipline program when it comes to all these driving infractions. Now, look, and there are tragic consequences that have involved Georgia athletes. That's why it's a bigger deal. We're not talking about, just some, random speeding ticket going 80 on the interstate. No, he's 42 miles per hour over the speed limit, driving a Dodge Charger along with his girlfriend. The arrest report saying there were other motorists on the highway. He stopped his vehicle in the right lane rather than the shoulder when police pulled him over. I instructed Tuggle to exit the vehicle, at which point he nearly exited without placing the vehicle in park. So you tell me, does that sound like a sober guy doing things? Anyway, I'm not even hating. It's just it's becoming to the point. It's
on the same day.
It's amazing.
You had another Georgia football player crash into an apartment complex.
I did. I missed that one.
I don't
know what you do at this point. What do you do?
Well, you kick him off the team,
I guess. Yeah, and hope it's not a starter.
Yeah.
Apparently, how it works.
Yeah. So we'll see. I don't know, but yeah, it definitely seems to be. I don't know that I would think that other places it gets reported too. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it just stands out at Georgia. Who knows? But it is what it is. I guess it's just.
I just caught my eye. It's
Nitro caught my eye.
Yeah. Well, I guess the headline, the news, is the police report now completely available. The fact that he was going 107 in a 60 or whatever.
Jim Nance has made an announcement.
Has he?
Yes.
Did he start it with "Hello, friends"?
He probably did. Jim Nance has decided that he will retire for the Masters in 2036.
36? Oh,
that will be the
10 more years.
100th anniversary of the tournament, and it will be his 50th Masters call. So he's 65 right now, so I guess he's planning on doing it until he's 75. I wonder if CBS is planning on having him until he's 75, as we learned Gary Danielson's retiring from after, I think, this year. And our friend Charles Davis will take over for him. Now, at first I thought I was excited. I'm excited for Charles either way. I've known Charles since we were kids. We grew up together. I've told that story before in upstate New York. But I was really excited. Then I realized it's Big Ten. It's not SEC anymore.
Right.
Right? That's correct, right? CBS is now Big Ten.
Correct.
Yeah.
No SEC.
Yeah. So not as...
Maybe CBS is the key to all this. CBS goes to the Big Ten. Suddenly they've won back-to-back in the football playoff.
Oh, maybe that's
right. All those years, maybe it was just CBS and Vern that were carrying, the water for the conference all these years.
Yeah.
On to the Sweet 16 tonight.
Boy.
Gators now get some added value. It's a nice blend of distraction there at Maryland, where their coach is basically taking the Villanova job and isn't telling anyone.
Oh, Willard is taking it?
Well, you connect the dots on this one.
Okay.
Patino's going to get the job, then he's not. Right as Willard is saying on a radio show, he's the Maryland coach as of now. He's in a fight with the athletic department. They're not spending NIL right. The AD already bolted for SMU. This guy's gone, man. And when a job like Villanova is the one you can take, it most certainly is happening. Now, the players even, I think, feel like they're aware of it. I saw the freshman Queen commenting of, he's a good coach. He's done great things here. We'll be fine no matter who the coach is. But it's got to be at least a bit of a distraction, no?
A little bit. I think the key for Florida against Maryland tonight, Maryland's got 2 bigs, and Florida has 4.
Yeah, get them in foul trouble.
Go at them. At them, and if you want to trade fouls, then trade fouls, because when they get into foul trouble, they're in trouble. We run guys through, so we can make moves. So that's an advantage, I think, to Florida if you're looking at it that way. So that's one thing that I would think of for the Gators against Maryland, but tonight we'll know if Florida's going to Elite 8 or not.
Last time I personally covered a coach and the tremendous distraction of, knowing you're taking a job and still telling people you're not, was when it really handcuffed Butch Davis against the Gators in the Sugar Bowl, when he told us all on Thursday that he's staying at Miami, and then on the morning after the game went to the Browns.
Okay.
The Canes were very distracted on their 37-20 victory that night, or whatever it was.
Oh, my.
It was actually a close game, a good game. That was back in the day. Those were back in the day, Sick. I felt like I was in New Orleans like every other year.
Who was the, those were
Sugar
fun.
Bowls for FSU, too. Won a couple of natties there.
Who was the, who comprised the Atlanta Drive Golf Club?
Is this, are you trying to embarrass me?
No.
I know who they are.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was Justin Thomas.
Yes.
Billy. Billy Horschel, Patty Cantlay, and Lucas Glover.
Lucas Glover.
Yeah. Is there a fifth? There might be a fifth.
No, I think you only get 4. And Lucas was the bench guy.
Yeah, he didn't play a ton.
2 matches.
Okay.
15 shots. 11 putts. $2.25 million.
Yeah. These pros and this
2 matches.
Terrible cross that they've carried all these years.
15 swings, 11 putts, and $2.25 million.
Wow.
For Lucas Glover.
I saw an interesting...
Mr. Eden Kendall wanted to know if I was going to get you a shirt for the Atlanta Golf Club Championship.
Yeah.
I told him no.
Yeah, I know.
It's not happening.
No, I asked you that already on the air, and you said no. So
yeah.
I think part of that is friendship level more than is the validity of the champion.
What's that?
I've seen you buy, track and field T-shirts.
Those are alma mater.
I saw you buy E.T. a Bronny T-shirt because a guy got drafted.
That was a gift.
The hell. Doc Murphy is next. The Custom Tree Surgeons Thursday.
641-1010. That's the number to call. Come kind, come courteous, come correct. Tell them what they're going to win.
Haymaker coffee.
Stephen A. Smith's Haymaker coffee.
Including Haymaker coffee and some Haymaker swag.
Boom.
You can pick up Haymaker coffee at Hagen Ace Hardware stores at the Riverside Arts Market or online at haymakercoffee.com. But one lucky winner gets them Haymaker right now. Holla at your boy.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios, Dan Hicken and Jeff Prosser.
We're going to do a little number for you, but remember, we're a bit rusty, so bear with us. Just like the old days.
All right. Mornings.
Maestro.
On 1010XL.
My little buttercup has the sweetest smile.
Beards Diamonds is where Jacksonville shops for engagement rings and fine diamond jewelry. Hicken here from my friends at Beards Diamonds. They're in the St. John Town Center. Man, do they stand out in a big way. Most importantly, they're local, man. Yeah, the Lupo's been here for 40 years, man. Money spent at Beards doesn't go to Wall Street. It stays right here. And here's the best part. You don't compromise on anything. Best selection of diamonds in Northeast Florida, hands down. All hand-picked by the local owner. Don't have to jack up prices to meet a corporate bottom line, man. They have all the top name in bridal jewelry like the Corey Baraggio and dozens more. And they guarantee, Beards guarantees to give you a better price, a better value, period. Listen, a lot of those chain jewelry stores, man, all owned by the same mega conglomerate. May have different store names, but they're all the same owner. Beards is locally owned. Better alternative. beholden to only one people, the people of Jacksonville, not Wall Street. Don't buy a diamond ring or any piece of jewelry without talking to my friends at Beards at the St. John's Town Center.
Lauren Brooks here. At Hodges Mazda, they are proud of their solid reputation in the Jacksonville community. As your hometown Mazda dealer, their high customer service standards and their huge inventory of new and used cars provide their customers a consistently first-rate car buying experience. Their professional non-commissioned sales team puts your best interest first without exception. And all new vehicle purchases include the Hodges Mazda Protection Package. Visit them online at hodgesmazda.com or stop in today to learn more and discover the Hodges Mazda difference.
We've all been waiting for it, and now March is finally here. Joe C. for Hard Rock Bet. The only way to make the most of March is to feed the frenzy. Check out all the lines, the tournament's opening rounds, and don't miss out. Who's getting upset? Who's going all the way? Play right along with them at hardrock.bet or download the app. Super easy to play and win on the Hard Rock Bet app. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Man, jack of all trades, masters of none? It just feels like at every turn nowadays, every company can do all work. Not us. Hi, Stevie Beachurst here, second-generation plumber right here in Jacksonville, Florida. We are your master plumbing company that only focuses on all your plumbing needs. So for your next plumbing job, don't call another Jack. Call Beachurst Plumbing, where plumbing is what we do and plumbing is what we're great at. Beachurst Plumbing, here to help.
Out with the old, in with the organized. Mia here for my friends at Closets by Design. Freshen up your home this spring with a custom organization solution. For a limited time, take advantage of our spring special and enjoy exclusive savings on closets, garages, home offices, and more. That's 40% off with an additional 50% off with 12-month special financing through April. Spring on this deal before it's gone. Call today to schedule your free in-home consultation with Closets by Design.
Find out why soccer is the most popular game in the world and spreading fast on the First Coast.
On the Sporty Jack Soccer Hour.
Join Cole Pepper, Mauricio Ruiz, and Becky Burley as they discuss the latest in the world of soccer.
Tuesday nights at 6
on 1010 a.m.
Yo, E.T. here, and Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, your favorite drafts are poured at a frosty 29 degrees, and rare barrel-aged whiskeys are served just the way you want them. It's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes through in the clutch every day, from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar, Twin Peaks. Scratch kitchen scores every time. Dig into hand-smashed burgers, chef-inspired flatbreads, and more at your local lodge. Come on, somebody.
Attention skilled electricians. Are you undervalued at your current company? Time to step up to the bigger projects and better opportunities. Join the team at Miller Electric Company, a trusted name in the industry for over 96 years. At Miller, we tackle the biggest projects in the city, offering not just the job, but an experienced, top-notch pay, unbeatable benefits, and the best working environments in the business. Please join the team that values your skills and rewards your hard work. Elevate your career to new heights. Apply today at millercareers.com, an equal opportunity employer.
The 2025 NFL season is right around the corner, and the Jags are building something special. A fresh team, a new culture, and a stadium that's going to change the game. Be there to witness head coach Liam Cohen and the rest of the coaching crew in action and secure your place in line for the stadium of the future with your 2025 season ticket membership. Visit Jaguars.com/tickets or call 904-633-2000. We can't wait to see you at the bank this fall.
St. Johns County parents, does your kid have energy to burn? Want them to play a sport for their middle school? Sign up today for the St. Johns Middle School Athletic Association. Spring pickleball, tackle football, dance, and cheerleading. Who doesn't want their kid to be the next NFL quarterback or dance floor diva? Hurry, time is running out. March is almost over. You know how fast your kid can go from playing Xbox to practicing their touchdown dance or sideline cheer? Sign up at sjmsaa.org. sjmsaa.org.
You'll always feel good when you send someone a Kuhn Flowers floral plant arrangement. This is Shay J with 1010XL, and no matter what the reason, Kuhn Flowers has always come through for me. Order online at kuhnflowers.com.
Your hole-in-one for men's health is Ackerman Urology. With offices in Mandarin, Middleburg, Rural Golf Village, and the beaches, Ackerman will get you on par for any prostate conditions and sexual vitality. Visit AckermanUrology.com.
1010 1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists is not affiliated with the NFL or the Jacksonville Jaguars. Discussion regarding injuries is solely based on opinion. Coming up, the weekly Southeast Orthopedic Specialist Medical Report featuring Dr. Kevin Murphy, a board-certified orthopedic surgeon specializing in sports medicine, upper extremities, and arthroscopy of the shoulders and knees. Dr. Murphy is a nationally and internationally recognized orthopedic expert. He's a former orthopedic consultant to the White House and the Pentagon, and currently serves as head team physician for UNF, the Jacksonville Icemen, and Northeast Florida area high schools.
You know him, you love him. Dr. Kevin Murphy, Southeast Orthopedic Specialist. Doctor, good morning.
Morning, boys.
How are you, sir?
I'm good.
I saw one thing I've been meaning to ask you about, and it's a tragedy upon tragedy, is the young man, Brett Gardner's son, 14 years old, on vacation, passes away, and it's very unnerving in so many ways. First off, to lose a son at that age is just heartbreaking. So your prayers, your heart goes out to that family, but you always want some sort of explanation on what happened. I mean, and I think what I've read, and I don't know, and you get bits and pieces, and it's in Costa Rica. I think it was where they were on vacation, and all the restaurants are jumping in. Well, it wasn't us, because obviously from a business standpoint, it's just terrible. But maybe an allergic reaction to medicine that they gave him when he got food poisoning, something along those lines, and you just pass away overnight.
Yeah, it's very odd.
Yeah.
14-year-olds typically don't die of food poisoning.
Right.
Everybody was sick. You'd think somebody with underlying illnesses or something more predisposed to a bad outcome. 14-year-old kid, I don't know that he had or didn't have any kind of medical underlying illness, but he didn't look like it. The pictures of him looks like he's a young, healthy kid. So.
Yeah, played all sports.
Yeah.
And they said he's a good kid. Like, you wouldn't want to go down some of the dark paths that you can get.
I didn't want to go.
Right.
But
sometimes you don't know too. Sometimes you can present as like totally with it, and you've got something.
If there's interactions with other types of medicines or drugs that are in there, certainly could be considered.
And are there things that can cause, like they ruled out, I think, asphyxiation, but like, I don't know if you get really sick with food poisoning and maybe you're throwing up and you end up choking or something along those lines. Yeah.
But that would be obvious. You wouldn't be wondering. You'd be laying in a, in a pool.
That would be an easy one to pick up on quickly.
So they'll still be trying to
It sounds like
a medication thing.
It's something they maybe even they know and they're not ready to present exactly what and how it happened, right? Shouldn't you have the chemical reasons by now?
Well, they said.
Or no?
One of the things that they said was out over there, because of there's a murder rate has soared with gang violence, and so
what country were they in? Where was it? Costa Rica.
And so they're backed up on, I don't know. So
really, I didn't realize that was happening in Costa Rica. But
I guess it's probably has to do with that super highway that's running from South America to the border, basically.
Crazy, huh? Yeah. So and the toxicology stuff, the the analysis of the blood and what's in it, sometimes takes quite a while.
Okay.
Doc, what are there are more, especially probably for athletes. But talk about the dangers of blood clots, short and long term, because I know that when we have athletes and blood clots, I'm sure the severity, the size, there's different issues that go into whatever the course of action is. But they say Damian Lillard is out indefinitely with a blood clot. He had like a sore calf or something that they were treating. Ultimately, they determined it was a blood clot. And the word indefinitely, to me, in pro sports, screams see you next year. I don't know if that's accurate. They're a team that would have title hopes. What exactly would Lillard be facing, and how do you come to diagnose it, and what are the
So how do you get a blood clot, right? If immobilization from surgery happens, you mobilize it, you have a tourniquet on a leg, you can get a blood clot in the leg. Long trips where you're traveling, a lot of these athletes, you're traveling on a plane or in a car or whatever, and you're sitting with your legs bent, the blood flow doesn't move as quickly and you can clot. So once you get a clot, the risk now to your body, you have a calcified piece there, and little bits can break off and go to your heart, go to your lungs, and you can have an event and you can die.
Are we all carrying around blood clots of some form or no? So they're noticed. How would you identify? Like, you've got the best team of doctors that've got a very important piece out there. So what if you're just Joe Blow? What would be the signs that you have a blood clot and how it would be bothering you?
So most commonly happen in your lower legs.
That's where it happens the most because the blood settles there, I guess.
Yeah, below your knee typically. So behind your knee and in your calf.
Okay.
So the signs of a blood clot, you get pain in the back of your calf. It hurts if you straighten your knee out and pull your toes up and bring.
So it can seem like a strained muscle probably initially.
In an athlete, it's like, oh, he has a calf strain. Well, you also get swelling in the leg, and it doesn't go away.
And how do you treat it?
Really painful.
How do you have to surgically remove it?
Diagnose it with an ultrasound, and you treat it with blood thinners. Now, sometimes if it's a huge thing, you actually can go in and remove it, but that's the rare one.
Is that because you don't want to break that vessel, or how? Why? It would seem like, especially for an athlete, you go in, you cut, you remove the blood clot. What's the recovery time?
But then you disturb the blood flow completely.
I hear you. Okay, so that's why you're a doctor, and we talk about opening day.
Yeah, so you try and thin it out so that it doesn't propagate.
Yeah. And then that brings its own set of risks.
Well, that's the long term. That's exactly where you're getting to is why is he out for, indefinitely? Because he's going to be on blood thinners for a while.
Okay.
So the risk to that now additive, if you fall and hit your head, you bleed in your brain, other problems, right? So,
how long would it take with a regimen of blood thinners for a blood clot to be, dissolved or whatever it is you're doing to it?
Yeah, sometimes it's 6 months. Probably.
So it's a while. So he probably won't play again this year.
No.
If a blood clot in his leg has him out indefinitely, they're just no one's saying that out loud yet.
If it's a clot,
wow, what a terribly bad break for. And is it most of the time handled right, caught? Is there a lasting effect? If you have a blood clot, are you suddenly more prone to blood clots? Does that become a worry?
Yes. They're going to do the blood, and sometimes these happen because you have some clotting deficiency in your blood makeup that they'll check too. But that probably would have shown itself by now.
Yeah.
I got a couple things on the text line, Doc. My 15-year-old daughter had a deep thigh bruise, and 2 different docs said torn PCL and ACL. MRI showed nothing. How does that happen?
Well, we're talking about 2 different things. Deep thigh bruise and ACL, PCLs are 2 different things.
Yeah, those are knees versus thigh.
Thigh, if you get a big bruise there, that can calcify. You get what's called myositis ossificans, which the blood calcifies and becomes a big hard rock. You lose your motion. It takes a long time to get better. ACL, PCL is ligament injuries of the knee, which is a little different problem.
Doc, did you have another one, Dan?
Yeah. Had a rock come off an edger at work 3 weeks ago. Still have a dark knot that won't go away. Should I get that looked at?
Well, if it's painful, if it cut the skin, yes, but that's usually you bled beneath the skin.
Right.
And that's going to be there for a while.
The follow-up question that he was embarrassed to ask is, will I be a freak forever?
Rock come off an edge.
Any makeup you reckon? That's a harder world that we're living, friend.
Yeah.
Rocks flying off edges.
Yeah.
Doc, are there anatomical, medical, biological differences in males and females when it comes to certain injuries and the recovery from them, or is an ACL an ACL? Because Juju Watkins is probably the best women's basketball player, and sad for her that she tore her ACL. But have I heard that before? Are ACL tears less common in women than men, or is there a difference in how they are treated and how long the prognosis would be?
Yeah,
because Dan's a big USC fan, and the women's game is important to him.
Yeah, that's actually a great question. We have discussed that before. There is.
It's been a while.
Yeah. We should listen.
Well, it's been a while.
Answers,
yeah.
I mean,
I got I couldn't leave it a great question, could you? Couldn't let me have just one little great question. 7:52 on a Thursday. That's all I needed. Carry me all day long. Got opening day. Got the Gator Sweet 16.
Yeah.
All right, Doc, go ahead.
So
I'll think of another great question. Maybe we'll do this again.
So women have more hypermobility typically through the knee, so they hyperextend more commonly than men, which puts the ACL at risk. If you watch women basketball players play versus the men, a lot of times when they come down and land from catching a rebound, they land with their knees straight, as opposed to, and this is probably more in the high school.
And they
level.
probably don't jump as high, so you don't feel the need to maybe, brace
they
yourself.
Don't land typically in that athletic, ready to jump again position as do men. And so,
especially in that lane, it's clumsy in there, boy. That lane gets clumsy in there.
And that's what we teach them, try to preventative things, to land right in that bent knee position. Because if you hyperextend, you're more at risk for ripping your ACL. So the ACL lives in a little thing called the notch in the femur, and it's a little more complex. But anyway, when women, that notch area is shaped typically more V-shaped than U-shaped, like in a man. So there's less space.
Okay.
So it's more prone to cut the ACL when you hyperextend than it does in men. So there's a couple anatomic things in women that make them more at risk.
More at risk, huh? And
so more common non-contact injuries in women.
Because hers was totally non-contact. She's just kind of running along, and maybe she stopped. And that's probably what happened. Like that one of those steps, she hyperextended it, and boom, it took it out.
It was predisposed, and it cut.
Now, is the recovery the same? Okay, so recovery and time and and rehab, that'll all be similar.
Yep. Beach Boulevard east of St. John's Bluff parking lot right now, according to the Googans. So just wanted to pass that on. If you're out there and about, be careful. Doc, what about Mookie Betts? He got a virus, I guess, one guy said it's the norovirus.
Norovirus?
Yeah. He's a small guy, 175. He lost like 20 pounds, 25 pounds. He couldn't play when he was over in Japan. He's going to play today, but stomach is eating itself type stuff is what they were saying. They got some concern there for a little while. Like it was, how serious do you think that could be?
Well, those things typically make you sick, but it's not going to be a long-term chronic issue for them. Yeah, that's,
is that control
things running around. But
is that like medicine that you have to take, or is it just have to let it run its course type thing?
Yeah, medicines as you would for any kind of viral. You can't really fix viral illnesses.
Right,
so,
right.
Yeah.
Right. All right. Anything else?
I'm good, I think.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's opening day, Doc.
Who the Pirates got today, Doc? You even aware?
Yeah.
They've knocked the passion out of you so far that you don't even know that the Pirates still have a team.
I think I told you before, my son Colin had mentioned one time when he was like in his 20s that the Pirates had never had a winning season in his whole lifetime.
It's still the case.
Which was true.
Yeah.
And they're as a guy who grew up in Pittsburgh, it was Steelers, it was Penguins, Pirates were, even when they were winning, was like, whatever.
Yeah.
You hear Bill Mazeroski and this and the other, back in the day.
Roberto Clemente.
Yeah, all those guys named, but it wasn't
the same as the Steelers.
Yeah.
You take those.
I'm not as big a fan of the Pirates.
He'd take those 2-12 Steelers over the 85 win Pirates back in the day as a kid.
Rangy's
every
a big
time.
Pirate guy, but
Yeah.
Well, lucky for y'all, the Pirates got the Marlins.
Oh man, that's
you
a
got
pillow
Paul
fight there.
Skeens against Sandy Alcantara. That's not bad.
Alcantara right back off the get-go?
I think he's
opening day starter.
I think so.
Yeah,
I'm just guessing.
Pirates are must-watch TV. Once every 5-6 days.
They got a really good stadium. It's really nice.
That's what I really am.
Nice.
We were talking off air, and I know Hick takes a Mets exclusive trip, but they fly because they go far away. I'd like to kind of go old school and throw my boys in a car and drive, maybe hit Atlanta, maybe hit Cincinnati, and then hit Pittsburgh and come back down because I want to get to. I've been to so many games at Old Three Rivers too. I've been to as many games at Three Rivers Stadium, baseball games at Three Rivers Stadium, as I've been to any baseball stadium in the country. Only because I've been to 3 different Brave stadiums through the years. It was Fulton County, then it was Ted Turner, and now it's the new Truist Park. But living in West Virginia and then living over in Cleveland, we would drive over when the Braves played. So I've been a lot to Pittsburgh. I hear great things about that stadium.
Yeah, Forbes Field was good back in the day.
Forbes Field.
I've been there.
Nice.
When did they build Three Rivers? Early 70s?
Yes.
Yes. They kind of all came along. Riverfront, Betts.
I have a piece of turf from the old field.
Nice. Hick, did you get anything from Shea when they tore it down?
I had
chair or anything?
I had a napkin holder.
A napkin holder that comes off of
an actual napkin holder from
like inside
stadium.
One of the restaurants?
Yeah.
You still have it? Do you use it?
I had it for a while. I think I finally gave up.
What about the one time we went to a game and it got rained out, so they sent Hicken a check for the rain out. So I paid to the order of Dan from the
Never
Mets.
cashed it.
Do you still have that
Yeah,
displayed?
I have that. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I have
it. And that check, by the way, when we were there for the year that McGuire was chasing the record, we were going to get to see McGuire play the Mets, and we got rained out. But we went to the game and got rained out. So that would have been 98, I guess. Sound right? Probably 98.
Yeah.
Yep.
Three Rivers was built in 1970.
70.
So you went to the Forbes in the 60s.
Yeah.
Huh? That's
when I was a
cool.
little kid.
That's awesome. It's good to see you, Doc.
Thank you, boys.
Have a great week, Doc.
All right. That's Doc Kevin Murphy, Southeast Orthopedic Specialist, se-ortho.com for all your orthopedic needs on the First Coast. Back with more. We got a 7-round mock draft to pick apart next.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Wonder what Rick Ballou would be doing if he wasn't on 1010XL?
Doing my job to the best of my ability on a daily basis.
Rick Ballou.
I work here.
Evenings
I carry a badge.
on 1010XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Come visit the best sports restaurant in town. That's Big Dogs in Orange Park, known for great burgers, huge wings, pizza, salads, and special nightly events like trivia and karaoke. You'll all love it at Big Dogs Restaurant in Orange Park.
Hi, I'm Sean Monahan from Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach. Since 1977, we've been Jacksonville's local family jeweler with a beautiful selection of fine jewelry and certified diamonds. But we're also Jacksonville's leading buyer of gold and silver and diamonds from the public. Gold has recently hit an all-time high at almost $3,000 per ounce. Pay bills, buy something fun. Now is the time to sell your gold for cash and get top dollar or trade it in for a new piece and get even more value at Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach.
Hey, when it comes to insurance, I think we all think kind of the same way, right? We pay a lot of money monthly, start adding the premiums up, and man, if something happens, we need you, you need to be there. That's what Craig and Chris Kaprowski's attitude is with Goosehead Insurance. Man, oh man, they take care of you. If something happens, you call them, they get you all the answers right away. They know it's something that you need some answers to, and they handle it. If they don't answer, they call you right back. Customer service, man, they don't take it lightly. It's important to them. Homeowners, auto, flood, boat insurance, small business, the Kaprowskis will be there for you at your time of need. And I speak from experience. I've dealt with them numerous times. In fact, they just changed my mortgage, lowered it. It's unbelievable. I love it. Get an insurance checkup today. Easy to get a hold of them. Craig.Kaprowski at Goosehead.com. Craig.Kaprowski, K-O-P-R-O-S-K-I, Goosehead.com, or call them 478-8422. That's 478-8422.
PRP treatment is kind of the thing these days, and in many cases, it eliminates the need for surgery. This is Sheridan Tootin, and my experience with PRP from Southeast Orthopedic Specialist has been nothing short of great. I'm really feeling much better now. Ask your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist doctor about PRP treatment.
This is Dr. Kevin Murphy with Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, where athletes are treated like pros.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
The flagship station of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
What does your dream backyard look like? Hey, it's Joe C. and my friends at CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living can design an outdoor kitchen layout custom built to your taste and lifestyle. You dream it, they can build it. CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living. Visit CSSOutdoor.com.
Attention men and women. If you would like to get your hair back, then you need to listen to some of our clients. John in Orange Park.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Call IHRS now at 904-777-IHRS. Find out how to grow your hair back with a free hair and scalp examination. Mike from Bay Meadows.
I finally found the most experienced company who could restore my hair. Now I have hair where I had none before.
Results guaranteed. Diane from Ponte Vedra.
Now I have what lotions couldn't give me. Thick, beautiful hair.
Find out why you're losing your hair and how to grow your hair back. Call 904-777-IHRS for a limited time free hair and scalp examination.
Now my hair will grow for the rest of my life. Thanks, IHRS.
Thank you, IHRS.
Thanks, IHRS, for giving me my hair back.
Hurry and receive a free hair and scalp examination and get 2 weeks of laser treatments for free. Call IHRS at 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Hairforme.com.
Yeah, it's your boy E.T. here. And spring in Clay County means one thing and one thing only. The award-winning Clay County Fair. It's more than just rides and concerts. It's an experience. Savor the flavors of classic fair treats. Explore family-friendly attractions and enjoy the perfect mix of small-town charm and big-time fun. Plan your trip with Explore Clay County Tourism and turn your visit into a getaway. Find the best places to stay, eat, and explore at exploreclay.com. And don't forget to share your fair adventures with hashtag ExploreClay. Come on, somebody.
Mia here, and let me tell you about one of our area's best resorts, the Sawgrass Marriott Golf Resort and Spa. The Sawgrass Marriott is not only a great destination for a vacation, but it is also a great destination for dining on the Florida's first coast. 1912 Ocean Bar and Rooftop is now open on Ponte Vedra Boulevard, featuring Ponte Vedra's only oceanfront rooftop bar and lounge. Serving finely crafted cocktails and delectable eats, it's open daily from 4 to 10 with complimentary valet parking.
Here's Linda Beaver.
At Beaver Chevrolet, we believe your experience should be more than just buying a car. It should be a lifetime of confidence, care, and trust. That's why we're proud to offer lifetime warranties and lifetime customer service. At Beaver Chevrolet, we're not just here to sell you a car. We're here to establish a lifelong relationship that you can always count on. It's simple. You deserve the best and shouldn't settle for less. Visit Beaver Chevrolet in Jacksonville, where we're ready to give you a peace of mind for a lifetime.
Every morning that you wake up in a pest-free home is a good morning. And with Florida Pest Control's Pest-Free 365 service, you can. It's more than just a pest control or preventative maintenance plan. It's Florida Pest Control's promise that we'll be there providing pest-free living for your family all year long. And right now, our initial pest service is just $99. To learn more about our Pest-Free 365 service and to schedule your $99 initial pest service, visit flapest.com today.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. Tonight, the Gator basketball team is counting on a strong performance from guard Walter Clayton Jr., who has high expectations for himself, according to his head coach, Todd Golden.
His level of belief in himself as well as his teammates and kind of everything he does is at an incredibly high level. And
listen to the game live on 1010 XL AM with tip-off set for 7:30. The Gator men's baseball team will travel to number 15 Ole Miss this week for a Thursday through Saturday series. It follows a tough loss on Tuesday against FSU. The first pitch this evening is at 8 o'clock. In the East Coast Hockey League, the Jacksonville Icemen took the L from the Florida Everblades. The Icemen were on the road and lost in overtime. At your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, I'm Sam Nelson.
Currently, it's 8:05 and it's 55 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, welcome back to the program. We got a 7-round mock coming your way.
The situation here at the radio station I think we need to address as well.
What's that?
Well, we can go ahead and do your mock if you want. Or this will.
We can knock. Let's address it. Let's nip it in the bud right now.
I think we need to do an intervention.
For?
There's somebody here has a problem. I don't mean to call them out or embarrass them.
Well, let's do it. Are we here to help? Is this done with heartfelt caring?
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure. I'm concerned. But all the telltale signs there of a problem.
Uh-huh.
You know, it's like if you go you stumble into someone's house and you haven't been there and you walk in and there's like 48 empty beer cans and wine bottles strewn everywhere.
Yeah.
It will immediately signal to you that, oh my gosh, we may have a drinking issue here.
Sure.
Or you can go and, somebody gives you a ride and you look in the back seat and it's nothing but drug paraphernalia and, then it gives you an idea that, okay, we need to do something. So the telltale signs are here for some sort of intervention. But somebody here, E.T., you can feel me. Hick doesn't do the kind of research that we do, the recon that we do in the kitchen.
Yes, sir.
We're not afraid to go look around.
Oh, no.
I don't go in the kitchen.
Not at all.
And then Ian and I, when we go in the kitchen, we don't just go in the kitchen. We open things.
We explore.
We open the cabinets.
Check
we open
the dates.
The fridge. We look at the freezer. We see
what'd you have this morning? I smelled something good.
Yeah, it smelled very good.
Oh, you like that?
Yeah, what was it?
That was just some baked chicken.
Okay.
That was good. Right. He's just cooking lately. I think he's trying to,
GF is cooking.
I was going to say, he's trying to pave the road for marriage, but I don't want to say that out loud.
Good friends.
Yeah.
Go into the chapel and we're gonna get married.
Now, I want to be real clear. We do get invited to the wedding, right?
I mean,
but I tell you who ain't gonna be there. Cool.
No, you better not be.
I swear to God, if Cool's there, I'm gonna be pissed.
Get Cool to the Greek. We'll do a movie. Okay, so anyway, back to so like me, you're not afraid to do a little recon when you go into the commissary down there, see what's going on. Have you noticed anything going on in the fridge? Have you noticed like the 7 ancillary, anywhere from a quarter-eaten to half-eaten bags of Cheez-Its. We got somebody here's got a Cheez-It addiction, and we need somebody to step in. If you like Cheez-Its, that's great. Buy some Cheez-Its. Bring them in. Perhaps eat them.
Right, finish it.
Even if you don't finish the, and these are the big, and these big
boxes.
Not boxes. They're like in those sealable,
the resealable bag joints.
Right.
All right.
So but this is what signals the problem.
Mm-hmm.
That you like Cheez-Its is fine. That you make the strange decision to store your Cheez-Its in the fridge. I find that to be odd. Perhaps there's some sort of
I'm with you there.
inebriation that's leading to that. I don't know what the effects.
Usually I like open bags of chips I leave in the pantry.
Of course you do. Who puts Cheez-Its in the fridge? I've never heard such a thing.
Interesting.
But the point is, there's and I'm not kidding, like 4, 5, or 6 bags of Cheez-Its eaten in some form or fashion to some degree. So somebody's Cheez-It addiction has clouded their judgment, and I worry about their health. Cheez-Its, a diet of Cheez-Its only can't be good for you, E.
Can be.
And you got 4 or 5, half-dead soldiers in the fridge, by the way. You're putting your Cheez-Its in the fridge. It's a strange decision.
Strange.
That in and of itself probably deserves just a little bit of investigation. So I don't know who it is. I'm not trying to call anyone out. I don't want to, embarrass anyone. But you can't handle a problem. You can't fix a problem until you admit the problem.
Okay.
And 6 or 7.
Why does it?
It looks like a crack house for Cheez-Its back there in the fridge.
Why does it affect you? Why does it?
I worry about the person and all the Cheez-Its. It doesn't worry. It doesn't affect me per se. I don't use the fridge. I just look at it. I don't have anything in the fridge. Do you, E?
Ever.
Yeah. I just like to look and see what everybody else has.
Right.
People bring their lunches and stuff.
And I've noticed before a little pack of Cheez-Its in there. I thought it was strange that they were in the fridge. What has alarmed me is there's now 4 or 5 or 6 bags of these things in there. Again, all open and somewhat eaten.
Have you ever eaten a Cheez-It out of one of the bags?
I have.
Okay.
My dog he ain't even budge. He ain't hesitate. Yes.
So let's go. Anyway, so that's where we're at. If I get I do this more than anything to find out who the crazy Cheez-It obsessed person is here. And
Somebody loves Cheez-Its.
Yeah, that's fine. I love Cheez-Its too.
I'm not that crazy about Cheez-Its.
I like them.
They're not high on my.
You know what Cheez-Its are for me? They're the thing I would never choose, but when I'm forced to eat them, I like them.
Yeah, I don't mind them.
Yeah, I don't mind. I prefer them to Goldfish. I prefer a Cheez-It to a Goldfish. It's got a little bit more texture to it.
Out of all of those, I go for a combo. Good old pizza flavor combo.
Yeah, pizza combo you can't go wrong with. Yeah, that's also very good. I got no problem with that. I tell you what else I've got hooked on a little bit later in life. I like those little pretzels that got the peanut butter inside of them. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I know the ones that got the chocolate on.
No, there's pretzel bites. See, they're like this. They're like this big. They're like a combo, but they're with peanut. They'd be kind of like a combo, but a little more, a little more bougie. I guess not totally though. I mean, these are just made by Snyder's or whoever.
Bougie.
Yeah. Then the combo. I mean, combo is just it's the ultimate blue collar snack.
Okay. Well,
anyway.
Consider it done.
So there we go. We'll find out who the Cheez-It obsessed person is, and I hope there's no lingering health issues. But just the fact that there were, a bunch of empties in there. Again, it had the makings of the what would be strewn across the floor of some sort of flop house. Just saying. Did I eat a Cheez-It? He asked me. Come on.
Duh.
So Matt Miller, ESPN, has done a 7-round mock. It starts with Tennessee. We'll do the top 5, see how that rolls. Tennessee takes Cam Ward. Cleveland takes Abdul the Butcher Carter. Giants still take Shedeur. Great news for us. And the Patriots screw us and take Travis Hunter. But that's not too bad.
There's some thought, by the way. We talked about the trickle down of Russell Wilson to the Giants and how it wouldn't affect. There's also some thought that with the Patriots signing Diggs, it makes Travis Henry less the option there.
Travis Hunter,
yeah. Means that they wouldn't go Travis Hunter's not falling to 5.
Yeah. Well,
can we have a talk about moving up to 3? Is he attractive enough to move up to 3? Like you do it with the Giants. They move down 2. I don't know what you'd have to give up in addition. Yeah. No?
You can if you want. Mason Graham would be the Jaguar guy. Which would be fine. Gladstone was with the Rams when they trade up to draft Braden Fisk in round 2 last year. Might see a similar player in Graham. but with more pass rush upside.
Yeah, I can't. Braden Fisk is such a great pick because you got him in 38th in the second round.
Yeah.
You can't take that with the 5th pick.
No. But
I not like those comps.
Braden Fisk may be worth a 5th pick, a 5th overall pick.
He was good. I don't know if that
I think he had like 8.5 sacks from the inside.
Did he have that many?
Year. I think he did. I don't know for sure. Anyway, so now we go to, okay, well, let's see who the Jags take in the second round. Let's work our way down here and crank up round 2. Let's see who's taking around round 2.
That's a high pick, by the way.
They have the Browns taking the quarterback from Louisville, the Giants taking Egbuka from Ohio State, Tennessee Titans adding to their offensive line with Tyler Booker from Alabama, and the Jacksonville Jaguars taking a tight end from LSU, Mason, son of Jason Taylor.
Yeah, no.
Jaguars' release of Evan Ingram indicates a rethinking of the type of tight end they desire. Taylor brings the seam-busting ability of Ingram, but he showed strength in run blocking. I consider wide receiver here, but the value and scheme fit of Taylor are too good to pass up.
All right, riddle me this real quick. What D tackle is in or around that pick?
D tackle?
Yeah. Do you have one
we
with
just got a D tackle, Mason Graham.
That's not my question. Just work with me here. Just tell me who's there.
Nobody beforehand.
No one near. There's no one like a
Kenneth Grant from Michigan.
Okay.
39.
So I'll ask you. Would you rather have Mason Taylor and Mason Graham?
Couple Masons. Masonry is really big.
We already had Mason Smith from a year ago.
The Masonry T-shirts are going to be huge.
Mason jar offense. Or I guess defense in one case. All right. Would you rather have that, or would you rather have the Warren kid from Penn State and Kenneth Grant? Because if you're telling me tight end is a second-round need, and you're also going to get a defensive tackle, I'm not sure I wouldn't rather have the guy they're telling me is Gronk at number 5 and get a defensive tackle who had the numbers of Graham, if not the ceiling, at Michigan. No? Bottom line, would you rather have Taylor and Graham, or would you rather have Warren and Grant?
It's a good question. I don't know. It's I kind of flipped the coin. I mean, I
think I'd rather have Warren and Grant.
I think we've lost a little bit of the excitement over Mason Graham.
Yeah, well, the position probably part of that.
Yeah, I don't know why it's maybe the 296 got people thrown or whatever it is.
He's weighed again, and he's over 300 now.
Yeah, I mean,
his own pro day was up to like 306 or something.
But anyway, this is who we have. We have Mason Taylor and Mason Graham.
Okay, I'm sorry. I don't mean to get too far off. I don't like the Mason Taylor pick.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Might be pretty good tight end.
He might be. I
had pretty good success.
My like or dislike isn't I tend to base things way too much on the particular games I watch. I remember Mason Taylor like a year or two ago making plays, but anyway.
Let's see what he did.
What happened to Randy Moss's tight end kid? Did he make it in the league?
No.
He didn't stick?
He's a small guy. 55 catches last year.
What's his size?
546 yards. Mason Taylor?
Oh, you said Moss's kid was small. Who were you saying was a small guy? Okay.
Yeah. I thought he was small. I could be wrong. Let's see Mason Taylor's size. He's a 6'5".
He seemed big. That's what I was saying. His dad's big.
Yeah.
Hall of Famer.
Yeah. 256.
All right. So bottom line,
Prototype.
Tackle, tight end, 1-2. What do we got next? We have then we have 2/3 and 2/4. Is that how it works?
Yeah.
We don't have 2 seconds, right?
There we go.
Not 2 seconds.
No.
Yeah.
So in the third round,
we get 2 in the third, gang, and 2 in the fourth.
Joshua Farmer goes to Kansas City. Dylan Sampson, the running back from Tennessee, goes to Cleveland. Edge rusher Landon Jackson from Arkansas going to the Vegas Raiders. That kid, Ayamainer, that wide receiver from Stanford, who had that big day against Hunter, goes to the Patriots. We go wide receiver Savion Williams from TCU. Let's give the Jags more playmakers and add a player who had 6 receiving touchdowns and 6 rushing touchdowns. Liam Cohen could have fun scheming touches for him.
I'm fine with that. Again, this is where you got to trust your
Savion Williams.
I am excited about this, Dan. Or optimistic. Maybe excited is being a little dramatic. I'm intrigued by the fact that we've got somebody in who has hit some home runs, at least been a part of those home runs in LA of finding the right guys in these middle to late rounds. Because, again, we documented it over and over. We are abject 30 years of failure from rounds really 3 through 7.
Savion had 60 catches, 611 yards and 6 touchdowns, 51 rushes, 322 yards, and 6 touchdowns.
Was it the year before that TCU was in the championship, or was that 2? Okay, what did he do that year?
41 for 573.
That's when he had Quentin Johnston on the other side.
But he didn't run it near as much, 11 times.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's Savion, 6'5", 212 pounds.
Oh, that's funny you say that, because when you said, that he ran it X amount of times. I was thinking more of a smallish, but that's more of a big athlete.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll concentrate more on positions here. You've gone tackle, tight end, receiver. Now what? We got another third.
Yeah, we should have another one here in the third. Let me see.
Yeah, it's like 56 or something, isn't it?
I'm in the 80s, 88. We're taking a safety from Cal, adding Eric Murray temporarily checks this need, but not long-term. Craig Woodson is an elite hitter with a range to run. Is that any relation?
I'm guessing. Darren Woodson. I'm guessing it is. They
Rod
always
Woodson?
Yeah, I'm probably Darren is who I would guess, but I don't know. Let's see. What's his first name?
Craig Woodson. All right, so that's third round. Then let's see who we get we got 2 in the fourth. Let's see who we got here. Round 4, 107. We get Kobe Bryant, the corner from Kansas. I've heard his name a bunch.
There's also Charles Woodson that we forgot.
Yeah, right after him.
No relation to any of them.
Kyle Kennard, that edge rusher from South Carolina, he was good. Goes to Buffalo. We get Kobe Bryant, and we also get Joshua Gray, a guard from Oregon State at 126. There's our first guard. Trevor Etienne goes 128 to Washington. Is he that low? Is Montrell Johnson going to go ahead of Trevor Etienne or vice versa? Where's Montrell Johnson?
I don't understand what I would have thought that Montrell Johnson's 40 time would have sent him shooting up the draft board, because when it came to the vision and the production and the tough running, wasn't Montrell Johnson a Grand Slam home run at Florida?
Round 5, we get an offensive tackle from Texas Tech. Elijah Badger goes 148 to the Chicago Bears.
Kim Dickey wouldn't be a bad throw on late. He ran super fast, 4.3 something.
Yeah, smooth guy, too. Yeah. Smooth guy. Dickey goes 179 to the Browns in round 6. Jaguars take Drew Kendall, center from Boston College, 182. That's Pete Kendall's son, if we remember correctly. He would go in round 6. Antoine Powell-Ryland, edge rusher from Virginia Tech at 194.
That's kind of he had a bunch of sacks, I know, a former Gator.
Oh, yeah. That's interesting. So, yeah. And then just in case you want to know, round 7, Jack Nelson, offensive tackle from Wisconsin. We are loading up.
Yeah, it makes sense. Just get some guys that can really, really contend, man. Really give us some competition.
Yeah.
We didn't do a lot there, weaponry. We added a receiver in round 3 and a tight end in round 2. That's it, right? Did I miss something?
Yeah.
No backs. No late round backs. So,
no backs.
Again, this is Matt Miller's mock draft and not Gladstone's. We don't know what they feel. I feel like Travis Etienne could be dealt between now and the draft.
You do?
I do. I think there's suitors out there. I think New Orleans you could tempt. I think the Chargers you could tempt. And if you're gonna give Bigsby the ball, let's get younger at that backup position and go find me one. Unless Etienne has got some juice, and last year was just, a lethargic, banged up, never got going year.
What if we drafted his brother?
Don't want it. Yeah.
Can you imagine that?
I think we have a record.
He's got James Pierce Jr. going 49th to the Bengals.
Oof, that we got off field,
There's got to be a lot.
Fireworks when it comes to him.
Oh, my God.
We got a wreck on the Intercoastal there on the Atlantic Boulevard Intercoastal, so be careful. Eastbound Atlantic Boulevard.
Eastbound and down.
Lots of traffic and, situations around town.
All right, we got a break. That's 7-round mock draft. We'll be back with more next right here on The Drill.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Catch Gators basketball on 1010XL.
The Gators trip to the top makes a stop at the Sweet 16, Florida, Maryland. Tonight at 7:30 on 1010 AM.
Hey, Jacksonville. You know what you get when you play a country song backwards. You get your wife back, your truck back, your dog, your SUV, and your job back. Well, at Garber Auto Mall, you don't have to play the country song backwards. We understand that bad things happen to good people, and we're here to help with 8
Meet all-American brands: Ford, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, Chevy, Buick, GMC, and a huge selection of pre-owned vehicles in stock. Visit us in Green Cove Springs or at GarberAutomall.com.
Hey, certainly facing interesting economic times. Can't speak for all of us, but for me, comforting, know my money's in good hands with my guys at ITP Partners. Jacksonville guys taking care of my Jacksonville money. How so? Experience, expertise, knowledge. Those are the ITP Partners. That's Reed Wingate. That's Janice Cobb, Scotty Regner, Dan Abel, Reagan Wright, Jeff Hartman, and Chris Bryan. Those are the ITP Partners. Those are the guys that I trust with my money. Why? Because they sit and listen to me. They build a strategy for me. That's not the same, say, as my son Juju, because he's younger. I'm older, so I'm a little more careful. They build strategies that work for us. And that's what I like about them. Great time to get started. Chris at ITPPartners.com or call 312-9751, 312-9751. They're ITP Partners, and they're my financial partners for life.
Lots of jewelry stores in the town center, but only one is locally owned, Beard's Diamonds.
We're the only local jewelry store at the town center.
That's Jacksonville's John Lupo, owner of Beard's for over 4 decades.
We're entrenched in Jacksonville, Florida.
In a sea of mega chain jewelers, John says it's easy to stand out because he's not handcuffed by a corporate handbook.
I am not beholden to a corporate structure, so we've got flexibility to do whatever we can and want, and we do.
And that includes lowering prices to undercut them every day.
Quality for quality, color for color, everything the same. We should be able to beat them hands down by minimum 20%. We go overseas ourselves. We know exactly what we're buying. This isn't getting marked up in a corporate structure. We will beat anybody's price anywhere.
So before you buy anything at one of those chains, get a second opinion at locally owned Beard's Diamonds. No corporate atmosphere, no corporate rules, no corporate high markups.
We want you to come shop us and you'll see a lot better price here.
Beard's Diamonds.
Everybody gets a good deal at Beard's.
Guys, your lawn's the home field. Now you can champion your St. Augustine grass. TopDressing.com just hit Jacksonville with a game-changing patented process. Aerate and transform your turf into a fairway-worthy masterpiece. Less water, shorter cuts, and the envy of every neighbor. No one else delivers a perfect 10 lawn like this. Visit TopDressing.com and dominate your block with the same process golf courses use. Top dress your lawn like the pros with TopDressing.com.
At Performance Painting, we've spent decades protecting commercial properties with durable, long-lasting coatings. And we can bring the same expertise when painting the exterior of your home. With industry-leading materials and a proven process, we extend the life of your home, reducing maintenance costs and preserving its value. Now, for a limited time, save $500 when you hire us to paint your home's exterior. Just mention 1010XL. Go to performancepainting.com to schedule a friendly estimate. Performance Painting. Repair, protect, preserve.
Performance Painting.
Get to know positions and players. The 1010XL Ultimate Draft Guide is brought to you by Blue Haven Pools, the #1 pool builder in Jacksonville. Follow rankings and roundtables as the draft takes shape. Go to 1010XL.com/2025 draft guide to get yours.
When you're a little kid on the playground, they tell you don't hit back. Well, the courtroom isn't a playground. And if you've suffered an injury or death in your family, I'm here to tell you it's okay to hit back and fight to make them pay. I'm attorney Brett Hastings, and at Hastings Injury Law, we understand all the pain and emotion that comes with being wrong. And we've dedicated our lives to making things right for people like you. So if you get hit back with Hastings Injury Law. Offices, Jacksonville.
Jacksonville's summer heat is coming in fast. Is your AC ready to handle it, or will it quit on you on the hottest day of the year, leaving you sweating and stuck with a huge repair bill? Duck Air Conditioning is here to save the day with a free AC system inspection. Our expert techs will make recommendations to ensure your AC system is running in tip-top shape before the heat arrives. Call now, 904-862-6769. Duck Air Conditioning, duckac.com. Any required repairs are not included in the inspection.
Out with the old, in with the organized. Mia here for my friends at Closets by Design. Freshen up your home this spring with a custom organization solution. For a limited time, take advantage of our spring special and enjoy exclusive savings on closets, garages, home offices, and more. That's 40% off with an additional 50% off with 12-month special financing through April. Spring on this deal before it's gone. Call today to schedule your free in-home consultation with Closets by Design.
Hi, I'm Mac with Baker Glass. Are you tired of wrestling with your old shower curtain?
and say goodbye to the curtain chaos and hello to a new frameless shower enclosure. Wago Glass is clear, classy, and won't stick to you like a toddler at bedtime. Plus, it makes your bathroom look bigger and brighter. Upgrade your shower experience and step into style. Call me at Baker Glass and get ready to love your new glass shower enclosure. Baker Glass, no one treats you better.
Hello, First Coast. I'm sure by now you have seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We're an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We're committed to customer service, reliability, and have an unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today from GFL, Green for Life.
Our slogan, Know Before You Blow, applies to more than just DUI cases. Hi, I'm attorney Lee Lockett of Lockett Law. Battery charges can result in jail time and criminal convictions too, so know before you blow a gasket and hit a loved one or a stranger. Drug crimes like possession of marijuana and cocaine will land you in cuffs too, so know before you blow. In a boating under the influence case, you also have the option to blow or not to blow. So know your options. Know before you blow. Go to knowbeforeyouBlow.com now. Offices Jacksonville.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $200-$300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code WEALTH to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code WEALTH for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code WEALTH for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
That's an earworm now. Yeah.
I am here with you.
It is a custom tree surgeons Thursday from the Texan designed by Lifetime Enclosures. They say that if the Jags do draft a Mason Taylor, maybe Aunt Joy will come to Duval to.
Oh, I would love for Aunt Joy to come to Duval. There's a couple places I'd love to show her.
Aunt Joy, the boys over there at Fox Sports say Aunt Joy's a lot of fun.
8:30, 30 minutes away from the nasty.
I have
Desmond Watson. Florida's having its pro day this morning.
Okay.
Desmond Watson, man,
decided to eat himself even larger.
464.
Yeah, that's just you're not going to get in the league.
That's the big number 21.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, he's huge.
Can't be that big, man.
He must. Dan. There must be a value in just being that big, even if you don't do anything, because he played a lot of snaps. You'd watch Florida, and they seemed content with letting the big fella just stand up and clog it up in the middle. I mean, honestly, did he have a sack all year?
No.
I mean, Desmond Watson,
so.
the only huge play the dude made is he took it away from, was that Spencer Rattler, Hick?
I thought Desmond Watson was pretty good this year. I mean, he definitely contributed.
He's a clogger. Yeah, it was a clogger.
But,
he was a clogger. But
man, oh man,
that's 460. You can't do that.
Man.
It's too much. It's too much. Can't be that big, I don't think. I mean, I worry. This is a guy who has round the clock people trying to help him. I don't think that Billy Napier wants him playing at 464.
Yeah.
But anyway,
is Watson back for another year?
No.
I was going to say that was the
pro day.
Well, I thought maybe you were saying that. And when you said Billy doesn't want him playing at that, I thought maybe he was just at the
I'm
pro
guessing
day.
he probably played about that much last year.
Yeah, no, he looked every bit of it. Slow, and you wouldn't want him on the Jags.
Anyway.
And by the way, the team that thinks they're getting him and they're going to be the one to slim him down to 350. Good luck.
Good luck.
Right? Who's the other guy that Florida had was so huge? He's landed with the Packers and been pretty decent. What's that guy's name? Another really big-bodied guy.
Oh,
for
Slayton.
Florida. Yeah. TJ Slayton now. Good move, by the way, going to TJ.
The great thing about opening day, and it probably won't last for a lot of these guys, but there's a few guys in Major League Baseball that, make the opening day roster that have been grinding for years and through injury. Or so the Mets have one of those guys at catcher because our catcher's out. Hayden Sanger. He was drafted in a 24th round. That round no longer exists. He played for the Kingsport Mets, a team that no longer exists. He played for the Columbia Fireflies. Might have played with Tebow, a team that no longer affiliated with the Mets. He's played in games in AA Binghamton the last 4 years. I mean, he's 27 or 8 years old. He was working at stocking shelves or something to help make ends meet, and he made a big league club. I mean, it's kind of those are the kind of stories. I also saw a kid from the Angels. They drafted him. He's never pitched in the minors, and he made the big league club. The opposite of a guy who's been toiling for years. So there's a lot of it. It's kind of fun.
And every team has to balance service time with with the availability of players. Like Jack Caglione would be starting in the lineup for the Royals if it weren't for the benefit that the Royals get from keeping him down until whatever, it's May something, I believe, is the date. And we've seen a lot of franchises do this through the years. The trend more recently has been if a guy's ready, you bring him up. I felt right. This goes back to almost like Chris Bryant. I feel like the players started pushing back on. If a guy's ready, bring him up. Don't hold him down. Now, Murph, who's been on the player side, I think would tell you from the baseball side, no, you leave him down for that month and you get that extra, controllable time with him. But the Braves have had to bring up Drake Baldwin. The plan was to not bring Baldwin up. And I think it was more of a service time than it was a readiness, although he's a catcher for the Braves. He's only spent time in AAA. But with Sean Murphy hurt, not a whole lot else there, he'll get that starting job. And really, he had as good or better than anyone in spring.
Today, 35 years ago today, is a sports story that has some mythical legend about it. And did it really happen? And when you look at the video, you're like, but it's grown through the years.
35 years, so that
35 years ago today.
What's that, 90, basically? 1990? I think it's this. Can I guess?
Yeah.
It's an event, you say?
Yeah, sporting game, yeah.
Actually, no, I was going to say, but we're too early for an NCAA championship. I was going to go like an NCAA tourney memory, like, Weber calling the timeout. Or
that happened.
Yeah.
This has some mythical legend about it.
Oh, so like, did it really happen kind of deal?
Yeah. If I tell you the Larry Bird game.
Oh, this is the one where he shot all left-handed because
he decided to play left-handed against Portland because he was bored. He had 47 points, 14 rebounds, 11 assists, and said, "I'm saving my right hand for the Lakers."
Yeah,
I've seen video
of
him
half true.
Shooting. Yeah,
it's half true.
Yeah.
He shot a lot of balls left-handed. I don't think he went into an NBA game saying, "I'm bored. I'm only going to shoot left-handed." But there is some truth to that because I've looked that up, and you do see him firing up a bunch of lefties.
Yeah.
The best Bird is walking into as an old man, removed from the three-point contest for a couple of 3 years, walks into the locker room before the three-point contest, looks at all of the young superstars in the league, and says, which one of y'all's finishing second?
This is what they write.
And then went out and crooked finger beat them all, didn't he?
That's a bad man, bro.
This is what they write. The lefty game on February 14, 1986. So I don't know why it's 35 years.
Not exactly today. That's 40 years, and that must be reposted from something 10 years ago.
Larry Bird decided to challenge himself and shoot almost exclusively left-handed against the Blazers. The challenge. Bird's coach, Casey Jones, and some teammates had teased him about his supposed inability to shoot left-handed.
That's the part that I remember,
So
too.
he made a bold declaration before the game to shoot exclusively left-handed. 47, 14, and 11 in 49 minutes. The Celtics won in overtime, 120 to 119.
I actually want him tracked, though. How many actual left-handed shots? I don't think he shot them all left-handed. By the way, you can probably go on YouTube and watch the whole daggum game if you want.
Yeah.
But I've seen this. I remember looking it up, and it was like majority left-handed shots.
Yeah.
But are they showing any highlights?
No, I'm just looking at stories. And they all got the dates wrong, so I don't know when exactly it happened. So he said in 2023, I had a good left hand around the basket, And if I remember the game correctly, they would force me left to help, and they weren't getting there quick enough. I had shots around 5-6 foot with my left hand. I felt more comfortable with my left hand. Then once I started making a few, I just kept going. I think we won by a point, so I should have probably shot with my right hand all game. So Celtics had come to Portland after winning 14 of their last 15. That's why Bird decided to challenge himself. So anyway, there's it's kind of like the Babe Ruth point to center field game. You know,
and if you can have some fun with this if you go to YouTube. I'm on the YouTube now, just kind of watching it silently, but there's all kinds of different stories there. I'm watching here the highlights. So we just had the opening tip, and Dennis Johnson's got the ball, brings it over half court.
DJ's got the ball.
Bird is posting up. He passes inside. I mean, it'd be nice to see Larry actually kind of shoot. He just had a block with a left hand. Does that count?
No. That wasn't listed.
Hold on. Yeah, he left. Okay, he did a little runner. He could have shot it right-handed. He went to the left. He faked a right hand. I want to see a jumper. If you're gonna everything inside the lane, these little scoop shots and stuff he does. There's another. Again, that's another just kind of rolling. I need to see a jump shot. I'm not buying you play the whole game left-handed unless you throw it to him on the wing and.
Yeah, I'm with you.
And there's a right-handed dunk. So yeah, this thing is let's accent the mythology part. But I need to see a jumper, man.
Mm-hmm.
I've invested now a minute into this highlight. Can I see a jump? Here he is.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Well, why don't we do that?
Right, he's all yeah.
By the way,
it's a lie. It's a lie.
Per Florida, all 32 NFL teams have reps at Florida's Pro Day. 70-plus personnel staff in total. They don't have any of the.
You only get a chance to see Graham Mertz up close and personal that were so often, Dan.
I guess so.
I think the receivers and Montrell Johnson, I think those mid to late round guys that probably stick on NFL rosters. We're over, aren't we? Yeah, we're over. Yeah, we got to take a break. All right, this is the drill. It's Custom Tree Surgeons Thursday.
The drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios, Duval starts with D. Jacksonville Sports Radio is 1010XL.
With 50 years of fabrication expertise in towing products, the family at Cannons of Jacksonville can repair or install precisely what you need to tow with confidence. Visit cannonsofjacks.com, where quality and customer satisfaction collide.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
Hey, Hicken here for my friends at Beaches Dermatology. Nobody does it better than Beaches Dermatology. Doctors Metz, Dr. Boudreau, Dr. Fader will take care of you if you need that Mohs surgery. Listen, they want to remind you, though, man, you got to, especially now, we're heading into the springtime, man, protect your skin against the sun, right? It's real easy to do. Protect your ears. Long sleeve dry fits if necessary. Sunscreen, whatever it takes. Listen, then if something does show up on your skin, sometimes it does, go get it checked out. Let them take a look at it. Don't wait. Best thing to do is go to beachesdermatology.com to make an appointment. Many different locations to serve you. I go to the one on Solano Road, but wherever you need to go, you need to go. Go online, beachesdermatology.com. Get checked out. You'll be glad you did. Beaches Dermatology. Nobody better.
Daly's Dash is not only your Jaguars game day stop, but a great place to grab a meal any day of the week. To honor the Jags and the fans, we've crafted the Duval Sub. The Duval comes with freshly sliced turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheese, topped with crisp lettuce, fresh tomatoes, and a double portion of our secret sauce, all served on a fresh roll. Come by your local's Daly's Dash today to get your delicious Duval Sub. Daly's is the official convenience store sponsor of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Are you ready to reclaim your backyard? Serving Northeast Florida since 1977, Surfside Pools is the trusted name for expert pool design. Family owned and operated, they offer pool service, equipment repairs, commercial maintenance, remodels, and new pool construction. Let Surfside Pools transform your backyard into the oasis that you crave. Are you ready to float happy? Visit surfsidepools.net or call 246-2666. Surfside Pools and Spas. where luxury meets leisure.
License number CPC 044080.
This date in sports history is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On March 27, 2000, at the PGA Players Championship at Sawgrass, former 1983 champion Hal Sutton leads wire to wire to win by a stroke ahead of runner-up Tiger Woods.
This is Hayes Carline for Physician-Guided Weight Loss. I'm down over 25 pounds already this year, and I feel great with no side effects, all thanks to their amazing technology, fast setup, friendly staff, and their proven results. Plus, a firm pricing structure means there are no rising costs as you go. If you're ready for a leaner body ahead of the warmer weather coming, call my friends at Physician Guided Weight Loss at 257-4344. That's 257-4344, Physician Guided Weight Loss.
Tired of supermarket produce that's traveled thousands of miles before you get it? Treat your family to farm fresh, Florida-grown fruits and veggies delivered right to your home with Doorbell Farms. No supply chain issues or questionable origins, just seasonal produce handpicked from local farmers. Subscribe monthly and enjoy the best local farm produce delivered right to you. Sign up now at doorbellfarms.com. Connecting real people to real family farms. Doorbellfarms.com.
Hicken here with lots more on George Moore Chevrolet. Hey, Justin Moore, what are you doing in our commercial?
Dan, this Moore just wanted to remind folks of vehicles less than $20,000 on our lot. Or you can always go more with our Silverado EV.
I have my boy Blue, that beautiful Gator Blue Silverado. Love, love, love it. And that service department, second to none. Let's just say it means more to Gabe and the boys who take great care of us.
Not to mention, we do more for the community. We love Jacksonville. Been around these parts since 1986.
George Moore Chevrolet. Need I say more?
Jags fans, here's your chance to score a trip to Green Bay for round one of draft night. Through the Everbank Draft Night Experience Sweepstakes, one lucky winner and a guest will be there live and in person to see the Jaguars make their first pick. To enter, visit everbank.com/draft by April 4th. That's everbank.com/draft. No purchase necessary to enter or win. Open to legal residents of the United States and D.C. 18 and older. Entry period from 3/3/25 to 4/4/25. For official rules, prize description, odds of winning, and other details, visit everbank.com/draft. Sponsored and administrator, Everbank N.A.
Yo, 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 it's your boy E to the T here, and I know that getting into an accident is stressful, but getting the proper care doesn't have to be. That's why I recommend McGowan Spinal Rehabilitation Center. Even if you're at fault, your insurance covers you. And remember, you have the right to choose your own doctor. Even a minor accident can cause whiplash for years if it goes untreated. So don't wait. Call the auto accident experts at McGowan Spinal Rehabilitation. Your recovery starts today.
Mia here. Getting more is great, and that's what makes this sale so great. It's a sale on top of a sale, and it's going on now at Arlington Toyota Pre-Owned. Get $0 down and just $288 per month for a pre-owned 2022 Toyota Corolla. Or you choose a pre-owned 2021 Camry, RAV4, Tacoma for $0 down and $388 per month. You can even choose no payments till July 2025. Shop in person on Atlantic Boulevard, just a quarter mile east of 295, or online anytime at arlingtontoyota.com.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, welcome back. Hanging out here on a Thursday. A lot of good stuff going on in the sports world. Never a slow time. Are you kidding me? What a week we've had already. Big Dez did get 25 inches on the vertical jump, according to Mark Long.
I felt the tremors when he landed.
Yeah. 6'6", 464. Lordy.
6'6". I will say this, E. You mark my words. Desmond Watson puts hands on me.
He's swinging on him immediately.
Yeah. Yeah.
I am like a kid at Christmas. I can't have a much better day than today when it comes to sports. There won't be many this year where you get both of those passion buckets overflowing. I got opening day in Major League Baseball, as do you. An incredibly exciting day outside of the postseason. It's like the funnest watch of the baseball season. You've been, just itching to get it going, and boom, it's here, and you get your best pitcher, it gets you right in the mood for baseball. And as it'll have it, I don't know what time your game is. Mine's at 4. It's going to lead right into the Gators in the Sweet 16. I mean, can I ask for a better? I guess I could get a, like a Braves, postseason game along with a big Gator or Jaguar game or something. But man, like I said, there won't be but 2 or 3 days where you get two things that I'm so excited for.
That couch going to be dented.
Man, it's going to be nicey.
Yes. Yeah, LeBron James showed up on Pat McAfee, did about an hour with McAfee, which never happens. And it's interesting. And again, I'm still trying to read or find out or see why or how it kind of came about. That's my curious. I know that McAfee is tight with Tyrese Halliburton, but he had nothing to do with it because LeBron said, I love that kid. He's a good kid, blah, blah, blah.
I'd try and find a connection with Rich Paul.
Yeah.
Whoever has that could have leaned into him a little bit. I mean, yeah.
I just wonder if it came from one side or the other. I think the McAfee show maybe stumbled into it. I think it was a perfect place for LeBron to kind of middle finger the NBA guys at ESPN who he doesn't like, obviously.
We learned.
Both Wendy and Stephen A. we know he doesn't like.
Which was also
he said basically
newsworthy.
About Stephen A. It's like he's on like a Taylor Swift tour with this stuff.
What does Stephen A. have to say about all this, E.T.?
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, because Stephen A. and LeBron, they got into a spat. LeBron thought Stephen A. stepped out of the lines of sports coverage and talked about him as a father with LeBron outside of the basketball part. Stephen A. disagreed. He initially backed down, but then he decided that he wasn't going to back down, and now suddenly he's a tough guy.
That man put his hands on me, I would have immediately swung on him.
Oh.
Immediately.
Oh. What a clown. I went on to say he'd get his A beat, but that doesn't matter. That's not the lie. The lie is you trying to tell people you'd be swinging on LeBron James. I had this great idea in the 6 o'clock hour. Hick, let me know. You'd probably be for this.
It would be funny.
I'd like to go down to the Jaguars locker room and when the training camp kicks off and walk up to Josh Allen and say, Josh, as we go through this season, I just want to let you know.
That man put his hands on me, I would have immediately swung on him.
I'll be swinging on you. That's the equivalent. 57, 8-year-old man going up to a 6'5", 250-pounder and telling him, look out, I'm coming.
Oh, boy.
That's great.
I'm watching Big Dez do his jump.
Beautiful.
Hold on, stand by. Look at the big fella get up there.
Yeah.
He is huge.
Squeeze the whole quarter underneath that. What?
Do you think if Desmond Watson got on a trampoline, it would break?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would, right? It would pop the springs.
Yes.
Boom, he'd be on the ground. I mean, does Desmond Watson, have you just lost all self-image when you know that Pro Day's coming and you clock in at 460-something? You can't draft a 460-pounder, can you? How big was old Big Gilbert Brown? Did he get to 400 pounds? Did he play at 400, do you think? Is he the biggest guy you remember in the NFL? I don't remember a guy bigger than Gilbert Brown.
Wasn't Tay Cody really big?
Yeah, there have been some big ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the Alabama kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder who the biggest guy ever.
Well, I'm glad you asked.
Okay.
I've got a list of the 10 heaviest NFL players of all time. Right up there is Jordan Mailata, 365 pounds. He's number 10. Caleb Jones is 370. Ted Washington was a big one.
Okay, remember him?
375.
Buffalo and Jerry Ball is going to be another one.
Known as Mount Washington. I don't think Jerry Ball was tall enough.
Okay.
Michael Jasper,
Don't
378. 3 years. Trent Brown, there's a big one.
Big one. That's a Gator. 6'8".
380.
What about Vinny Wilfork? Can he ever get up there?
Filele, Daniel Filele.
Sure. Those
From the
Samoans,
Ravens,
those
380.
Yeah, the Polynesians get big too now.
The Fridge,
boys get big.
382.
Fridge 382. That's big.
Refrigerator
What
Perry?
number are we at? Yeah. What number are we at now?
We're on number 4. Number 3, one of your favorites, E.
Who's that?
One of the guys you know.
Who's
You
that?
told stories about him.
Bigham.
Yeah.
Big Red Bryant?
Nope.
Who?
Think about Miami.
All right. Calais?
No. Big man.
I don't know.
Used to go clubbing with him in BC back in the day.
Is that Bryant McKinney?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Dang, he's that big,
386.
huh? I would have never thought
Huge.
Brian McKinney was 386.
Huge.
Played 11 years in the NFL, man. Pro Bowler. Number 2, Nate Newton. Heaviest
big
weight,
Nate Newton.
401.
Oof.
And the number one fattest guy in the NFL
Yeah.
is
410 pounds. Played from 2000 to 2004. First round pick in 99 by the Detroit Lions.
No.
You won't know him, I don't think.
Okay.
Aaron Gibson.
Oh, yeah, no.
Oh, yeah. He was Wisconsin, I believe.
Aaron
Big
Gibson.
offensive lineman, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I got this from the text on Designed by Lifetime Enclosures. Rich Paul goes on McAfee a lot.
Does he?
Really?
Pat's talked to Rich and got it set up. They
That's
want to
how.
announce that, but Pat alluded to it a couple days before the interview release. So the connection is
So
Rich
did
Paul.
they teased it? They said we're going to have LeBron here when he gets to, because obviously they were playing the Pacers last night. LeBron, by the way, won the game with an offensive rebound at the buzzer.
A last-second shot, a literal buzzer beater, 8th of his career.
Went and tipped it in. It's not I guess he gets credit for it, but it's a tip-in. It was an offensive rebound.
It's a shot attempt.
Luka missed the game winner is what happened.
Correct.
Luka had an easy look in the lane and missed it.
Tap in, though, you do get credit for the
I just don't like calling that
buzzer beater.
To me, that's not a buzzer beater. It is technically, but it's not a game-winning shot, I guess.
I find equal value in slicing through the lane and rising up above and getting that tip in as hitting a 12-footer. So it's about the same. Anyway.
It's a good play. It wasn't much slicing, though. It was just kind of standing there and jumped up and tapped it in.
I guess Rich Paul had advised LeBron that it was a, quote, safe space and that it would be a good move to have a casual conversation and not worry about things.
I will say this. You could tell just in the interview that McAfee is not, well-versed on the association.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
He wasn't just some of the words he used, some of the questions that he asked him were not typical. He's not a big basketball guy. I could tell that. That I could tell. So, which is fine, but when you start delving into the basketball world, you can sound a little bit.
You stopped there at 408 or whatever it was. Again, what did you say Desmond Watson weighed at his?
464.
464. My man's almost half 1,000.
Yeah.
Huh?
That's too much.
464 is a quarter ton. My man is like a pickup truck, a quarter ton.
That's too much.
I mean, come on.
Almost a Buick.
I mean, that is a big man. That's too fat. You can't play at 460. What are you doing? Desmond, why did you? If I'm the NFL, I may have said, get this fatty out of here. Huh?
And I think that
you can't do the workouts. What are we doing here?
I think that, to me, I'm wondering this, and I'd have to ask somebody, but I would think you're under even more supervision now in college than you would be in the NFL. In other words, they'll just fine you in the NFL.
Desmond's going to have. So he's going to be on one of these shows on the learning channels. Where's he going to be in about 2 years? My 900-pound brother-in-law or whatever those shows are.
That's not good for his health.
No, buddy. And it's obvious there's a lot of stuff going on here.
He eats.
Hey, Desmond, I don't know where you've been, but half the world's eating these, weight loss. Or go Awaken 180. There you go. There's your NIL deal. Huh? Get you something, man. Everybody's dropping pounds left and right. Go get you some.
Yeah.
Man. Gators tonight. Everybody's picking Florida in this game. I have not found one person picking a Maryland upset. Not one.
Boy.
And I've looked at 50, different guys. And that, by the way, applies to about 8 other teams. It can't be 8 because it could be. But that applies to 3 or 4 other teams. There are 3 or 4 other teams that are getting just about unanimous stamping through to the next round.
Mm-hmm.
Duke and Florida, primary above them. Duke, Florida, and Houston, and to a degree Auburn, are continuing to hold their spots as the 4 that look the best, and they're the 4 that are the 1 seeds. So, makes sense.
Yeah.
And so the tip tonight, Alabama BYU goes at. They're the early game at
7:07, 7:39.
There you go. So you'll get a good half hour in before the Gators tip. I saw this story. Did you see this story? The kid's name was Saunders, and I forget his first name. But did you see the story of the BYU kid, what his grandfather invented?
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen this?
No.
So BYU has a player whose dad invented tater tots.
Wow.
It's like the inventor of tater tots. So it's everywhere he goes, they call him Tater Tot. Everywhere he goes, it's a big tater tot thing.
Mm-hmm.
But he's a good player. He's like in the tournament averaging 20 and 12. He's like one of their good players. So he's not just some sort of, bit, some sort of gimmick. But yeah.
Well, in terms of the wheel spin.
Oh dear.
Danny needs tonight's games. These are the implications. Dan will be rooting for BYU. Jeff and E will be rooting for Alabama. Maryland, Florida, we all have Florida. But E would rather see Florida get knocked out.
I would.
So it wouldn't, Arizona at Duke. We all have Duke. So
Yeah, but he's got them winning, so Duke losing helps
we wouldn't
us.
mind them.
And
on the flip side, we wouldn't mind them getting knocked out. And then Arkansas, Texas Tech. Me and E will be rooting for Arkansas. You got Texas Tech.
Yeah. Well, I'll say this: I'm rooting for more than anything, and the wheel will work itself out. I'm rooting for the best outcome for Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Duke losing is the best outcome.
Well, you're rooting for Arkansas.
Yes, 100%.
All right, good.
It's an offshoot. If Texas Tech wins, I get the bonus.
Okay.
I get the bonus of points for that. But yes, I would rather Florida play Texas Tech. I'm not going to sit here and tell you I'm rooting hard for Arkansas. I mean, that would kill my bracket. I think Texas Tech will win, but probably the better way to do it is this. Yeah, I'll be rooting for Texas Tech. I will. And we got dear friends that are Tech fans. But if Arkansas wins, I don't get any bonus. It's bad for me, I guess.
Yeah, and then the big one tomorrow is Kentucky, Tennessee. We'd root Ole Miss. I got Sparty. You guys wouldn't care. I got Sparty in the Final Four. I wouldn't mind seeing Auburn get knocked off. And then Purdue, Houston is a big one.
Yes, sir. Boiler up.
10-09.
Yeah, that can make losing Texas Tech not matter as much.
Yeah. So those are the 8 games left. Just 8 games.
By the way, I know you're always in the market.
Mm-hmm. Always.
I don't give them out very often. The Friday 5-pack is, for me, an exercise in last-minute hustling.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll see one every now and then. I tell y'all to play them. You ready? You ready for my degenerate play of the day?
Sure.
Did you see the over-under on the Alabama-BYU game?
No.
175.5.
Yeah, over.
Oh, my God, dude.
Yeah.
That game's going to be 95-90.
Yeah.
It is. These two teams both score like 90-something points a game.
Yeah.
Neither plays any defense. They're going to run and gun. Yeah. It'll be 52-48 at halftime.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, pound the over, 175.5. You're welcome.
All right, we'll take a break. Head into the 9 o'clock nasty.
Oh, boy. I can imagine what that
what do you got?
Ooh, we got some stuff.
Oh, it's all coming up next.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
You press the button. Behind those doors, there's a life you always dreamt of.
This is 1010 XL.
Frank Frangie here. Nimnick Buick GMC is proud to be the #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville. Earned by treating customers with courtesy, respect, and fairness. All part of Nimnick's Treating You Right guarantee. The most Buicks, GMCs, and Jacksonville's only Car Bravo dealer. Nobody but Nimnick. For 3 generations, Nimnick has been the place customers keep coming back to. They treat you right, and they give a bunch back to the community. Visit NimnickBuickGMC.com today to learn more, or visit their showroom off Phillips Highway. GMC, we are professional grade.
Struggling with ED? Now Riddle Wellness has a solution that works. You've heard of PRP treatments for joint pain relief. That same technology is now available with the P-Shot, a non-surgical treatment for ED. Using your body's natural power, the P-Shot helps restore function naturally. No pills, no downtime, just results. Schedule a free consultation at elevatejacksonville.com and learn what the P-Shot can do for you. Riddle Wellness, your health, your confidence totally restored. Visit elevatejacksonville.com.
Are you embarrassed by your ugly, cracked concrete driveway? Stop by Stone Core on Phillips Highway for all your outdoor living needs. Let them show you how a durable paver driveway can enhance your home. Visit stonecore.co. We do outdoors better.
At Performance Painting, we've spent decades protecting commercial properties with durable, long-lasting coatings. And we can bring the same expertise when painting the exterior of your home. With industry-leading materials and a proven process, we extend the life of your home, reducing maintenance costs and preserving its value. Now, for a limited time, save $500 when you hire us to paint your home's exterior. Just mention 1010XL. Go to performancepainting.com to schedule a friendly estimate. Performance Painting. Repair, protect, preserve.
Performance Painting.
The restaurant of the day is the Great Greek Mediterranean Grill. Get a Greek Feast family combo meal tray with chicken skewers, gyro meat, gulmades, and more. Feed 4 to 6 people for just $49.95. Feed 8 to 10 for just $99.95. The Great Greek Mediterranean Grill.
Home of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Hello, First Coast. I'm sure by now you have seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We're an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We're committed to customer service, reliability, and have an unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today from GFL, Green for Life.
Are you 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, or have children? Listen up. Have you done your last will and estate planning? If you have questions, call Matt Hinson with the Hinson Law Firm. Reach him at 527-1700. Office is Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
Listen up, poker players. March is heating up at all 3 Best Bet locations. The Bad Beat jackpots are now uncapped, soaring to new heights. So don't miss your chance to win big. Plus, get in on the $42,000 weekend windfall, featuring $1,000 high hands every Friday and $500 high hands on Saturdays. And starting March 3rd, the Race to a Race promotion is back. For all the details, visit bestbetjacks.com. That's bestbetjacks.com.
Buying a diamond, wedding band, or piece of fashion jewelry in Jacksonville? You have 2 choices. You can go to locally owned Beard's Diamonds, or you can go to one of those mega national chain jewelry stores. The national chains are pretty much all the same. In fact, did you know that some of them are owned by the same conglomerate? Yes, the same Wall Street company owns all the big names. So if you're looking for extreme value with genuine personal attention, come experience the Beard's Diamond difference. At Beard's, our diamonds come straight from the source. We hand select each one for maximum brilliance. We don't have to apply corporate markups and tack on salespeople commissions, so we beat the chains on price every single day. Beards has the strongest warranties, not gotcha clauses in fine print. Beards has all the top designers, including Tacori and Viraggio. Beards doesn't have out-of-state regional managers calling about sales quotas. We are all local, family-owned, with total freedom to do what's right for our customers. Beards Diamonds, all the selection, quality, value, and service you want from local people, accountable only to you. Beards in the St. John's Town Center.
Duck Duck Air Conditioning is here to save the day with a free AC system inspection. Call now, 904-862-6769. Duck Duck Air Conditioning, duckduckac.com. Any required repairs are not included in the inspection.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. The Gator men's basketball team will compete against Maryland in the Sweet 16 this evening. To advance, they must effectively contain the Tarps' big man, Derek Queen.
I think Derek Queen is one of the most talented players in college basketball. You know, the way he can play with the ball in his hands, he has incredible ball handling skills, great feel, great touch around the rim.
Listen to the game live on 1010XL AM with the tip-off set for 7:30. Tonight, our professional teams in the state, the Orlando Magic, will compete against the Dallas Mavericks, and the Miami Heat will play the Atlanta Hawks in the NBA. In the NHL, the Tampa Bay Lightning will match up against Utah. North Florida baseball fell to Georgia Southern 11-1 on the road on Wednesday evening. Ospreys threatened in the top of the 3rd inning. However, they never came close. North Florida is home for a weekend series against Florida Gulf Coast. That's your 1010XL local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson. Currently, it's 9:05 and it's 62 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. It's time. Now, it's time for the 9 o'clock nasty on the drill.
We're wasting time.
Here are Jeff Prosser, Dan Hicken, and E.T.
That fat son of a gun just threw up 36 reps. That's all.
He is a big old boy. 36, that's a lot of reps.
A lot of reps, man.
I went for fun. I compared him to Desmond Watson we're talking about. He weighed in this morning at the Florida Pro Day at 465 pounds, 4 pounds. That's just outrageous. I mean, at least try, Desmond. I mean, you got one chance to make a first impression, and you just literally, good
Lord.
Toaster can orbit around that guy. Throw a toaster towards Desmond Watson. I think it might just start
That's better than any bench press at the combine, by the way.
Wow. Believable. I mean, I tell you, Florida seemed to employ this guy like this. Hike, Desmond, push forward 2 feet and stand there. Just eat him up. Yeah. I'm looking, though. I was wondering where his 25-inch vertical would have ranked at the combine.
Yeah.
And the answer, not good.
Yeah. Well, the vertical's not there, but the reps are there.
The lowest vertical, by the way, I've also discovered this. Florida had the least athletic, lowest jumping lines of scrimmage in the history of football because the lowest vertical at the combine was turned in by Cam Jackson, who's a good player, 24.5, tied as the lowest vertical at the combine with Brandon Crenshaw Dixon, another Gator. He's an offensive lineman at 24.5. And now Desmond Watson, who did not get the combine invite, goes for 25. Three lowest jumping linemen in all of college sports.
That's crazy, man.
Didn't really matter that much. They were decent players.
Yeah. No.
Deion Walker, the guy who just fell from going to be a first rounder, a preseason all-SEC kind of guy.
Yeah.
He had a 25-inch vertical too, and he's not 465, so that's probably less acceptable.
Gotcha.
On the scale of reaction, would you say you typically overreact to opening day, underreact to opening day, or take it wisely as you should?
It's the one thing that the Mets do well, and so I've usually had probably overreact to the good.
Overreact to the good. I think that is fair. I was looking at I was looking at a chart that had all kinds of it was tracking the worst. Maybe I have it up here already, actually. But the worst starts by major league teams to still make the playoffs.
Oh, okay.
Because you're going to get all,
We went 0-5 last year, I'll tell you that.
Well, your team last year on these markers, your 2024 season shows up in the top 10. These markers were for through 15 games. Through 25 games, through 50 games, and through 81 games. The slowest starts to still definitively say you weren't out of it, including a couple of World Series champs on this list. But just last year, the Astros started. It's the worst 25-game start by a future playoff team in history happened just last year. The Astros were 7-18. It's the worst start by a division winner in Major League Baseball history.
Okay.
The Rangers and Twins each went 9-16, more than a decade ago. A wild card, the A's one started 8-17 and still made a playoff. In fact, they won 102 games after an 8-17 start.
Wow.
Through 50 games, this is where our teams start to show up. The 2022 Braves, that's not the team that won the World Series.
Okay.
They followed up the World Series, the Braves did. They were 23-27 through 50. They went on to win 101. They beat the Mets in the tiebreaker for the division.
Son of a bee.
Yeah, that's what we do. You, last year,
that's what we do.
Scored pretty high on the list of teams that went on to make a wild card after a slow start. You were 21-29.
That's what we do.
I think 21-29 is when you literally had a funeral, a real one.
That's what we do.
And then your same slow start last year.
That's what we do.
The Braves' 2021 division-winning World Series winning team was 40-41. That's among the worst ever at 81 games to still have a successful year.
I think you had a funeral then.
I did. The wild card winners, you were a wild card in last year, 2024. You had that same 40-41 record, so you show up. So I'd rather look at just like those first 25 because I'm sure you feel like, gosh, if you get off to it, I know it's a long season, but if you're 2-10, you're not coming back from that.
That's tough.
Well, apparently you can. But I will say this: these teams that bounce back from the first 25 games, these are all pretty sturdy, Astros.
Ben Verlander likes, and he is quick to point out that he's gotten 2 of the last 4 World Series champions correct. And this year he is picking his playoff teams. He's got the Mets and the Braves as 4 and 5 seeds meeting in the first round.
That'd be fun.
Imagine that. Then he's got the Braves advancing and then playing the Dodgers. He's got San Diego, Cincinnati. He's got my Reds. And in the other wild card, he's got San Diego advancing, playing the Phils. He's got Atlanta and Philly in the NLCS. He's got Atlanta knocking off the Dodgers.
Wow.
And he has Atlanta going to the World Series and winning the World Series over the Houston Astros.
Damn.
Who will beat the Texas Rangers in the ALCS.
Yes, please.
Oh,
yes, please.
Ben, I hope you're wrong.
With all due respect to Ben, I love the prognostication. I'll take it right now, obviously, but I don't feel that way. And I'm usually I land on the more optimistic side. I need to see us get up and going. Here's the ironic thing, not the ironic. Here's the reality. Let me just go like third level Braves fan, and for those that can appreciate it, go ahead. Let me tell you about the Atlanta Braves and what the key is to the season. It's not Acuna. You know what he's going to be. It's not, Matt Olson's going to hit 250 and hit 36 home runs. It is what it is. You're going to get that from him. Marcell Ozuna's going to hit 235 and hit 28 home runs. That's what you're going to get. This season is going to be defined to me by three guys who have to start to finish be three upper-level, all-star level players. And those three players are Ozzie Albies, Austin Riley, and Michael Harris. Those three dudes got to be elite players. They are. They're paid like it. They're locked up long time. They've shown stretches at times because I'm fairly certain what I'm going to get out of Ozuna, Acuna, and Olson. And I'm not saying I love what I'm getting out of all of them at all times, but I think I know what I'm going to get out of them. Albies and Riley and Harris got to first stay healthy. They all three missed a ton of time last year. And second, they got to be productive from start to finish. Those guys got to be 20 home run, 80 to 100 RBI, playing 150 game guys. If that prediction's going to come true. Now, there's enough there that they're a playoff team, but if you're going to win a World Series, and this guy's got them beating the Dodgers, first the Mets, who added Soto, then the Dodgers, who everyone would be picking mostly, and then the Phillies, who I'll remind everyone have beaten the Braves in back-to-back postseasons, or in two of the last three postseasons. That would be some sort of fantasy camp for me, though, Dan. You tell me I get to beat the Mets, and then I get to beat the Dodgers, then I get to beat the Phillies, then I get to win the World Series.
I was watching
I'll retire if that happens.
Ooh. I was watching the Golf Channel yesterday, and they had this golf tournament on, this NFLPA golf tournament on, a bunch of current players, and Christian Kirk had a team.
Oh, I saw that,
Did you see some of that?
Yeah.
They were like in Mexico, I think. I think they were in Mexico.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And Matisic was on one of the teams. But Kirk's team had it was just, it wasn't like all Jaguar or all Texans. It was neither. So, and I don't know who won, but I was watching, and it just, for a little bit, and they had this shot tracer on, so there's some terrible golf shots, but some good golf shots as well. And it was team competition, and they were in a bracket, one-hole playoffs and chip-offs and things like that. It was kind of cool. So, just an idea.
The golf has really, really expanded. Like, look at the number of pro athletes.
Oh, and I also heard, I was going to tell you, I heard your content creators, or whatever the hell you call them.
Live?
Yeah,
a bunch of them are. Be interested to see if they hold their followings.
They're playing with a live guy in a tournament or something like that.
I think they're also taking some of their content to live, but that worked. That was a terrible idea. There's a guy named Rick Shields. He's one of the OGs when it comes to YouTube golf and content and instruction. And he went to live, and I guess I've been told he lost like half his subscribers.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so these guys that are just if they're jumping over there or they're moving to live full time or whatever, this is all not going to be a story here soon.
Yeah.
Because they're going to be some sort of mixed, competition. These live guys are going to join TGL, Tigers deal. That's coming. I mean, Nicholson's little tweet the other night, basically kissing up to it, tells me that.
Yeah. So anyway, we'll see how that goes. But that's coming up. That's coming up as well. So I did see that. I don't know any of those guys, but anyway, that's what's happening. All right, let's do this. Let's take a break. We'll keep it rolling. This is The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Buckle up and grab the wheel.
Keep your foot in it. Keep your foot in it.
This Sunday at Martinsville.
That's how you do it.
NASCAR is revved up by the Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Local Union 234 and 1010XL.
Do the Garber wiggle, Garber wiggle, 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 Garber wiggle.
Garber Auto Mall is home of the lifetime warranty. Every new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevy, Buick, GMC, and Ford comes with a lifetime warranty. At Garber Auto Mall, your purchase is covered for life. Visit us in Green Cove Springs or at GarberAutomall.com. And remember, at Garber Auto Mall, there's always a little room for wiggle.
Garber wiggle, Garber wiggle, 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 Garber wiggle.
Beat the spring cleaning rush with big savings, priority booking by calling our heroes at Zero Res. Hicken here for my friends at Zero Res. Man, I love them. Do a great job at my house. I've used them numerous times. Why? Because, well, the house looks better. It smells better. Feels better. Springing forward feels better on the freshly cleaned carpets and floors. And right now, get one room Zero Resified from Jacksonville's #1 carpet cleaner, starting at just $53 a month. Take $100 off your air duct cleaning. And don't forget about those air ducts. Your air ducts are like the lungs of your home. If they're dirty, your indoor air quality suffers. Call Zero Res right now, 287-5727. Or go online at ZeroResJacksonville.com. Tell me what the station's special. 1010, XL, Hicken, whatever. Zero Res. They'll take care of you. Spell it forwards or backwards. It's the right way to clean.
Top Dog Tavern is your gathering place for family and friends, offering something for everyone. Want a delicious meal served with a smile? We have you covered. Shareable appetizers, hot and crispy wings, juicy tavern burgers, fresh salads, plus a large craft beer selection. And there is nowhere better to watch all the big games than on our multiple TVs. Enjoy great food, cold drinks, and good times at Top Dog Tavern, located in Bartram Park off Old St. Augustine Road.
This is head coach Matthew Driscoll from the UNF men's basketball team. When our players suffer an orthopedic injury, Southeast Orthopedic Specialist gets our players back on the court pain-free.
We appreciate the endorsements from our high school and college coaches. This is Dr. Kevin Murphy. Next time you need orthopedic care, you can rely on our team at Southeast Orthopedic Specialist.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Out with the old, in with the organized. Mia here for my friends at Closets by Design. Freshen up your home this spring with a custom organization solution. For a limited time, take advantage of our spring special and enjoy exclusive savings on closets, garages, home offices, and more. That's 40% off with an additional 15% off with 12-month special financing through April. Spring on this deal before it's gone. Call today to schedule your free in-home consultation with Closets by Design.
Where Blue Bloods and Cinderellas come together to dance.
Now on until the end of the season, I don't want you to think about anything but basketball.
Tune in for live updates on 1010XL.
Served up hot by Hurricane Grill and Wings and Florida Pest Control.
Yo, it's your main man, E to the T here for Twin Peaks, which happens to be the best in the game, by the way, and which happens to be the spot where I might catch this Gator game this evening, if you know what I'm saying. Here, your favorite drafts are poured at a frosty 29 degrees, and rare barrel-aged whiskeys are served just the way you want them. And it's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I'm telling you, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes through in the clutch? Every day, from lunch to late at night, only at the number one spot, Twin Peaks, the number one sports bar. Hit a home run for happy hour and ask your Twin Peaks girl about local specials on drafts, cocktails, shots, and more. And hey, tell them ET sent you. I don't know what it'll do for you, but it sounds good. Come on, somebody.
I'm Rick Julius, a partner at Cordell & Cordell. Divorce is more than just a legal process. It's a life-changing event that can impact your future, finances, and your relationship with your children. You've worked hard to build a life that you're proud of, and you deserve a legal partner who will work just as hard to protect it.
Offices in Jacksonville. Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's attorneys. Lisa Cargis, Florida resident partner. Rick Julius, licensed in Pennsylvania only. Online at CordellCordell.com.
Join UF Health Jacksonville for their inaugural golf classic on Friday, April 25th at Amelia River Club. Sponsorships and foursomes are available. Visit ufhealthjacks.org/golf for details. See you on the course.
Collisions happen on every play in football. Collisions also happen every day on the road. If you need auto body repair, from a $30 job to a $30,000 job, trust San Jose Collision in Mandarin.
If someone you love needs a pick-me-up, then it's time to get serious about it and send them a Kuhn Floral Arrangements. Dylan Denmark here with 1010XL. You'll be assured of a quality delivery, that's for sure. Log on and order online at KuhnFlowers.com.
With 50 years of fabrication expertise in towing products, the family at Cannons of Jacksonville can repair or install precisely what you need to tow with confidence. Visit cannonsofjacks.com, where quality and customer satisfaction collide.
Your hole-in-one for men's health is Ackerman Urology. With offices in Mandarin, Middleburg, Rural Golf Village, and the beaches, Ackerman will get you on par for any prostate conditions and sexual vitality. Visit AckermanUrology.com.
Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you. For lost or broken keys or nearly any make and model of vehicle, call 722-1111 for Instant Keys locksmith service.
1010 1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Back on the drill. Good to have you guys here. Great day in sports. Opening day, March Madness.
The biggie.
Juan Soto.
No answers under the shadow probably of either embarrassment or recognition of the problem. Don't have the Cheez-It Addict yet. I'm working on it. But the Cheez-It Addict, the Operation Cheez-It Addict is currently underway.
Okay.
I've taken pictures. I have evidence.
Yes, you do.
Yeah. E, what did you think of the evidence of the Cheez-It addiction? I sent you that picture.
I think we solved it.
Okay. Yeah. Do we know who it is? Yeah. I don't want to out anyone without their permission.
We ain't gonna out nobody.
Probably not his fault. It's probably the fear of, punishment if you leave those bags somewhere other than the refrigerator, perhaps.
Jumbo Shrimp have ViStar Ballpark has rented a $31 million renovation. It's.
I didn't know they were doing that.
Oh yeah, it's really becoming nice. And they're putting the finishing touches on it, but they did a great job in right field. They have a new entryway, I think, in the outfield that you can get into the stadium.
Like from the parking lots, go out that.
Yeah,
that's a good idea.
That way.
That's a great idea.
A lot of good stuff going on. New main souvenir store. They always have reimagined food offerings. So a lot of cool things happening.
Could you notice it like aesthetically when you were at the park?
No, 100%.
Did it make it an easier fan experience? Or just different fan experience?
Different,
yeah.
But I mean, if you're out in right field, it's nice. I mean, it wasn't open yet for the Gators and Knowles the other night, so they get started next week. They start Friday, but I believe their home opener is next week. I think it's April 1st, if I'm not mistaken. So we got baseball is back every which way now. We have been playing baseball college-wise, high school-wise for a while now, but MLB and minors all get cranked up and get going. So
it kind of snuck up on me. In my mind, it was next week. Well, I mean, not by the time we got to the beginning of this week, but like while we were at the Players, a couple weeks ago, it felt like it was still a couple of weeks away. But no, what a interesting day it'll be. It includes the Gators in the Sweet 16 tonight. I told you they got a really impressive, healthy 8-game Sweet 16 winning streak, which is currently the longest in college basketball. So they've been a pretty solid bet through a variety of different coaches that when they get to this point, they'll win at least one more for you. We shall see. Maryland would seem to be a good matchup. That spread has started at 5.5. I think I saw the latest at 7.5 now. The Maryland coach met the media yesterday. He had to fight off the narrative that he's lame duck, and by all accounts, Kevin Will be leaving for Villanova, even though they won't say that quiet part out loud. He did so from a basketball standpoint, though. I did notice that in his press conference yesterday said they'll play more big. So that 7-man rotation that they have been almost, locked into, he said he'll play try and, make it 3 or 4 big men to play. But if you're playing unskilled big men, so what?
Yeah.
I mean, the thing with Florida is not that they're big, it's they're big and skilled.
Right.
And there's 4 of them. And by the way, Alexis is more than competent. He'd be playing on a lot of teams. And that's your 5th guy if you need him. It's kind of like, Klobuchar. He can, if you had to play him, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I kind of feel like that's the same with Alexis. Just hadn't played much. He's gotten,
shuffled. Played at all.
Right, he got shuffled behind those guys.
Yeah.
His numbers are actually more than I thought they were.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you look back, he did have his moments this year where he got more into the rotation. I mean, he averaged like 7-8 points, I think, which surprised me.
Boys had a free day yesterday. The entire group, staff, 32 strong, out at the Golden Gate Bridge. I guess when you go to San Francisco, you go see the Golden Gate.
Ought to be able to, take them anywhere they want and haven't spent all the time that he has out there as the San Francisco coach. He played at St. Mary's.
I heard he was turned down by his favorite restaurant.
Yeah, he was. But it wasn't because of his celebrity. It was because he had so many people.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, it wasn't like, oh, we don't know who you are. What are you kidding? It was like, hey, Todd, love
Can't accommodate all of that
got 50
last minute.
Yeah. We ain't Golden Corral, friend. which, I get it. What game tonight do you look forward to most outside of the Florida game?
Do I look forward to?
Yeah.
I would say I probably.
And it can be because of your, bracket.
Yeah.
Like a game that means most for that. There's only 4 games. So I'll tell you what everyone with the 4 games are. We got, obviously, Florida hosts Maryland or plays Maryland. BYU, Alabama.
Yeah.
BYU
That'll be a fun game.
BYU is really, really, really good, and people don't realize that. Of all those teams in the Big Ten, including Houston, they're playing as good as any of them. In fact, I think their last loss was to Houston at Houston by 3. And other than that, they've won like 14 of 15 maybe.
Yeah, they're good.
I mean, they're good, and they're hot, and they're underseeded at 16. That BYU, Alabama, at 6, BYU, Alabama may be the best game.
I just don't. I'd like to see Duke be given a game. I don't know that Arizona will be the team to do that, so that intrigues me. And good chance I won't be staying up for Arkansas, Texas Tech.
12 of their last 13.
10:09 tip.
BYU 12 of their last 13. They lost to Houston in the final of in the Big 12 tournament. That wasn't the final. They lost to Houston.
Houston beat them good.
Yeah, they beat them by 20.
Yeah.
But inside that win streak, they had a couple of wins over Iowa State, who was ranked. They beat ranked Arizona by 1. They beat ranked Kansas by 34. So more than capable. They've got a. I'm surprised they were seated where they were, Hick, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, they were 24-9, 14-6 in a good league with a lot of nice wins. I would think they would have been quad 1 wins. I wish I could say it for the Texas Tech game. Again, I got a lot going on here with this Texas Tech. Our best friends are huge Texas Tech fans. And I've done this, Dan. You want to go inside the business?
Sure.
They're awesome sports fans, great people. You've met them before. But the wife will always say, when Texas Tech goes, I always tell her, she's a big Texas Tech fan. Like as big a Texas Tech basketball fan as we are Florida basketball fans. Probably knows the stats and the rotations and the assistant coaches, all of it. He'll send me videos making fun of her because at the end of the game, she'll go through the whole stat sheet with him like it's, 3-point percentage. They were this, we were that. But I have made this, roll my eyes, tongue in cheek, promise to her that, sure, when Texas Tech, goes to the Final Four, you can call into the show. And now here we're going to be where Florida's taking on Texas Tech.
Oh, dear.
It's going to get awkward.
Oh, boy.
Anyway, share that. When you hear just some strange, female Texan on the air here in the next couple of weeks, just be advised. She'll know more about Texas Tech than you do, though. So we'll have that. Not you personally, like you, the audience.
No, she would know more
You,
than
the
me.
audience, for sure.
Yeah. One guy's not getting love at the Florida Pro Day, or hadn't been getting love, is that Trikwezi Bridges kid. I thought he was very good for us last year. He played all different positions. He was. I think that guy can play. I think that guy will play in the NFL. He had a 34-inch vertical jump. I think that guy will play in the NFL. But yeah, he didn't get a lot of.
He was good for Florida. And I think wasn't he part of basically the contingent that went to the staff and said, "Look, dude, just dumb this thing down a little."
Mm-hmm.
Right? Remember,
he was part of it.
Yeah, I think he was part of that said, "Hey, we're thinking too much here. You got too much going on. Let's read and react and go play ball." And they did, and it helped. But I thought he was very good all year long.
I got a rumor on the culture.
Holla at me.
Oh, wow. Culture rumor.
Cardi B.
Uh-huh.
You know who she's dating?
You got to be careful with eating Cardi B now.
Is it Stephon Diggs?
Yeah. Is that true?
I mean, I don't know.
What are you hearing?
There's been whispers.
Yeah.
There's been videos circulating.
We know Stephon likes to run with the...
Stephon's run with a variety of people.
Yeah,
To the rumors.
Yeah.
Yeah, his roster's crazy.
Yeah.
It is very crazy. Yeah. His roster's crazy. His roster has some players with different tools.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way.
It's out there. I'm feeling some New York City headlines when we come back.
It's a Custom Tree Surgeons Thursday.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios, the home of the home team you grew up with.
Well, Fred Taylor is the whole package. Fred Taylor, every time he touches it, he's a candidate to go the distance.
Jaguars, pride forever. 1010XL.
Hey everybody, Jennifer Marion with Randy Marion Cadillac in Jacksonville here to say hello, and we'd sure like to have your business.
You know what? They're going to love the king of price.
My dad believes in making great deals and having a great selection in stock.
Cadillac XT4s, XT5s, and XT6s, and Escalades.
The all-electric Cadillac Lyriq.
CT4s and CT5s.
Cadillac luxury and selection is just waiting for you.
At Randy Marion Cadillac, Southside Boulevard, Jacksonville.
And don't forget, tell them Jennifer sent ya.
Jacksonville, get ready to spice up your night at One Night Taco Stand. Every Taco Tuesday, enjoy their mouth-watering tacos for just $2.99 and get your weekend started with 2-for-1 house margaritas. Find fresh Mexican street food, stiff drinks, and fun vibes at One Night Taco Stand with 3 Jacksonville locations in Mandarin, Orange Park, and Southside at Bay Meadows.
I'm here with Danny Van Sickle, director of the Electrical Training Alliance. Danny, tell me about your program.
Hey, Rick, we're a 4-year electrical apprenticeship. Our students start out making over $40,000 a year and right now make over $90,000 a year, including benefits. There is no tuition or student debt. You just have to apply and get accepted.
Did you say no tuition and no student debt?
You heard that right, Rick. Once you're accepted to the program, your only cost for the books and the course fees. About $800 a year.
That sounds like an amazing opportunity. How can I learn more?
Just go to etajax.org and you can apply there.
Apply by May 15th.
Man, jack of all trades, masters of none? It just feels like at every turn nowadays, every company can do all work. Not us. Hi, Stevie Beechurst here, second-generation plumber right here in Jacksonville, Florida. We are your master plumbing company that only focuses on all your plumbing needs. So for your next plumbing job, don't call another Jack. Call Beechurst Plumbing, where plumbing is what we do and plumbing is what we're great at. Beechurst Plumbing, here to help.
To catch more fish, you gotta think like a fish. Captain Kevin and the Ring Power Fishing Forecast Show, reeled in by the Pest Pros at Royal Pest Services, and Awaken 180 Weight Loss.
Thursday nights at 6
on 1010XL AM.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Hacker here, thinking I did something spectacular, dropping 123 pounds. But then Steve pops in and dropped a whopping 150 pounds with Awaken 180 weight loss.
I got started because I was sick and tired of just being sick and tired all the time. Wanted more from life, and I knew that at my size, I wasn't being who I could be, who I want to be for not only myself, but for my wife. And I was like, something has got to change and it's got to start soon. I mean, the program is so easy. Everything is really written down for you on your first day. Having someone there to help you and also keep you accountable, just having that someone to talk to, and even the fact that Awaken 180 offers free maintenance for life is amazing, because keeping the weight off is a lifetime commitment.
A lifetime commitment is what you'll receive with Awaken 180. 25 pounds like Dempsey, 40 pounds like Matt Hayes, or maybe it's over 100 pounds like Steve and me. Awaken 180 will get you there online at awaken180weightloss.com.
Everyone seems to be in a time crunch these days. Well, don't forget you can always count on the cold case at Daly's. Always convenient, always cold. Whether it's the king of beers, Natty Light, Stella, or Cigar City, or Goose Island or Bud Light Seltzer, dash into Daly's and grab one to go.
E.T. here, and it's time for the Taste of Golf at TPC Sawgrass, April 23rd. Join me for fine cuisine from chefs from the top golf clubs in our area. Craft cocktails, games, and unique auction items will be present. This is one of the most impactful charitable events in our area. Come network with a sophisticated audience who's passionate about golf and its values, while impacting the youth in our community. All proceeds benefit First Tee, North Florida. For tickets, go to tasteofgolf.com. Come on, somebody.
Spring and summer are coming. Will your pool deck be ready? Don't Slip Deck Coatings of Jacksonville has you covered. Their multi-layered slip-resistant coatings come in a variety of colors, adding safety, durability, and style to your outdoor spaces. Plus, they offer slip-resistant solutions for inside your home, too. Long-lasting, affordable, and built to protect your family. Don't wait. Call today for a free quote, 904-466-1839. And follow Don't Slip Jacks on Facebook and Instagram.
Need or want cash? Beach's Jewelry and Pawn has cash available. Ready to buy guitars, surfboards, jewelry, firearms, tools, and especially gold. They need it all, selling or pawning. Get cash on the spot at Beach's Jewelry and Pawn in Jacksonville Beach.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Now the cool down with Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing, keeping Jack's cool since '87.
All right, time to cool down. No cooling down on the baseball season, boys and girls. It's ready. 162. Off we go.
Yeah, I'm just kind of cooling down on the double header effect of today. What an awesome day to be a sports fan. You've got opening day in Major League Baseball. You got the first of the 8 Sweet 16 games, first 4 of the 8 Sweet 16 games. And, we talked about those early games, Maryland, Florida, and Bama, BYU. But, really, the marquee game by any measure would be Arizona, Duke. Those are 2 teams that are, perennially thought of as tournament champion caliber.
Would you take a 1988 Baltimore Orioles start?
For what?
For a Gator win tonight and this weekend in a Final Four.
That's what were they 0-19 or something?
Yeah.
Look, there's different ways to do it. Most of these good ones that you ask me, and I hate you for asking me these things. You've ruined the country in some cases.
Yes.
You've ruined seasons.
Yes.
You've hurt yourself. You've harmed yourself with these questions.
Sure.
So I hate them. But sometimes they're too far-fetched that I can't really get too engaged with. Like the Braves can't start 0-19. They're too good. And there's also you could start 0-7, and that does it definitely mean you're losing, or it just takes away the guarantee of winning? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you also have that part. Well, I'll take my chances of them doing it without any help. But if you're telling me flat out, if the
Braves miss the playoffs or Gators win a natty. Got him. Got him.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Braves in the playoffs.
Okay, in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. Okay,
that's and take my chances
over the natty.
Yeah,
I got 2 natties, man.
Dude,
I go to the Final Four. I'll have enjoyed the time.
Series? No, it's because you put so much. You got
a whole year, man. I'm grinding. I know more about that. I've forgotten more about the Braves than I know about the Gators.
We got,
and I know the Gators more than 99% of the years.
I love his Braves.
Hey, we're not even into April yet.
Yeah, I would take
for
the
baseball.
Braves.
We're starting.
You know what? A fair question would have been Braves. I don't know how about this? I don't know if Justin. That's not fair. If the Braves season is like last year's, I'll take the natty. Let me revisit. Just making the playoffs, no.
Right.
No, not for the natty.
Okay.
Now, we got to kind of balance. It's like,
Are you listening? Sports Guys, little G.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I won't have anything to do with it because there's some idiot right now in Maryland who's making a worse mush statement of his own. Mm-hmm. The mush, that's why the mush is so fake. Everyone's mushing from every angle.
Right.
Somebody's mushing the Mets right now, I promise you.
Oh, no.
Somewhere in Queens, some little Johnny Met fan is mushing the head. This is our year. We're going to win it all.
I was talking to this with my son yesterday. We've determined that Mets fans depend on where you are geographically with who you dislike more. I think the New York Mets fans in the Northeast hate the Phillies more than they hate the Braves.
Yeah.
I think down here, obviously, we hate the Braves more than we hate the Phillies.
This is what I gather, not from you, because you're mean and hateful and vitriolic as a sports fan in this rivalry. Right. But I get there. This is what I think from what I glean from other New York fans. Mm-hmm. I think there's more, and they don't like them in any way. I think there's a lot more respect for the Braves from Mets fan than for the Phillies.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like the Phillies think that's what I gather. Again, this is from the Frank the Tanks of the world.
Yeah, we don't like
who, by the way, who hates the Braves. Don't get me wrong.
I'm in the mood for some New York City headlines, man. It's brought to you by our friend Dr. Rick Townsend, mypvconcierge.com. These are actual headlines from New York City periodicals. I like to read them and without judgment.
Okay. All right, well, I don't judge. I just offer a slight quippy commentary on whatever the story might be.
That is fair. So without further ado, if you could strike up the band, end is near. Zelensky predicts Putin, quote, will die soon amid speculation over Russian leader's ailing health.
I wish he may. I wish he might. Is that wishing that on a lucky star or something?
At least 6 dead after tourist submarine carrying 40 passengers sinks.
I'm with you. This is becoming Darwinism. If you choose to go on a submarine, expect death to be a 50-50 proposition.
Vacation tragedy, cause of death revealed for 3 American tourists found dead in Belize.
Yeah, a gunshot wound. That's what it was. No,
carbon monoxide.
Yeah,
that's what they said. Again,
it's getting to the point where you're going to be afraid. You want to go on a wild vacation, go to Panama City. There you go.
Then and now, Nikki Glaser, 40, shares shocking throwback images of herself before sparking backlash with plastic surgery Ozempic comments.
Well, I promise you,
She's glammed herself up.
Well, and she is a vile, vulgar woman. Yeah, she's vulgar. Maybe, yeah, she's.
Doc accused of trying to throw wife off Hawaii cliff. Charged with attempted murder. Bail set at $5 million.
I mean,
how do you get bail after?
By the
something
way, if any crime you're thinking about committing, the one you better be sure you pull off is the whole throwing off the cliff thing. Because you see, if you fail, they're going to know.
Sydney
They're gonna
Sweeney
tell on you.
Sydney Sweeney calls off wedding to produce her fiance as they face major issues.
I feel like Sydney Sweeney was like a hot minute, like going to be the it girl, and then she wasn't, and now won't be. Am I overstating her departure from the public eye?
I think you are. I think you're overstating.
Okay.
Bride to be attacked at dream bachelorette party in Dallas weeks before wedding.
To be what now?
Bride to be attacked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa. Well, I mean, listen, to the way that people act today in terms of their relationships, goodness knows the backstory.
Former teen idol diagnosed with stage 4 cancer.
Oh.
Bobby Sherman. Remember him?
Yeah.
Nothing beats the Zero-G cup. NASA astronaut shows off how to drink a cup of coffee in space.
Yeah, stop it.
Level up inside Russell Wilson and Ciara's first day as New York's newest celebrity couple.
And you feel like that is as important as joining the Giants for Russ, don't you?
5'5".
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
5'5" wrestling star celebrates NCAA title by embracing towering girlfriend.
Yeah, well, you told us about him yesterday.
Yeah.
Good for him. I guess if you're a national champion in wrestling, you got a good enough self-image that you can be with a 6-foot girlfriend.
Feeling the turbulence, manic woman strips naked, goes on wild stabbing, biting spree at Texas airport.
Oh, no.
DFW.
Yeah, that's called methamphetamine maybe, or crank. I mean, I don't know what she's on, but anxiety does not lead to that. Okay?
Tragic end. Putin's glam propagandist TV reporter killed by landmine on Ukraine border.
Is that what they're calling Russian forces these days?
Oh, this was a Russian hottie.
She was pro Putin, you're saying?
Oh,
well, it doesn't matter. Putin's going to die in a couple of weeks, according to Zelensky. You already told us that.
No happy ending. Snow White producer's son unloads on immature Rachel Zegler for pro-Palestine comments.
Man, this girl, you talk about tanking an entire
killed the
genre.
movie.
She tanked that whole movie. I don't even know the story. I know everyone hates her. No one's watching the movie. She keeps stepping in it. Disney just keeps being Disney. And they're, meanwhile turning off most of middle thought. Like this middle of the road thought. Disney is, alienating. Let's just put it that way. And
boy, we missed out on one wedding I wouldn't mind going to.
A wedding? You're going to wedding crash?
Yeah. Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez are getting married. I got to think there's like a gift bag.
Oh gosh.
Oh,
I can imagine.
I mean, we want to be at that one,
Oh,
right?
I'm talking about vacation gift bag type stuff.
Plus where they're getting, married, the whole thing would be epic, right?
Where they get married at?
I don't know.
Right. They probably pay
Italian
us off.
nuptials this summer. Let's see who's on the VIP list here. Oprah,
Lake Como,
Is
Kimmy
she
K,
the
Ivanka
one that
Trump.
used to be with Gavin Newsom or no?
No, she's the one who used to be with Tony Gonzalez.
Okay.
She was
the football player.
Yeah. And she has a kid with Tony Gonzalez.
Okay. I thought she came from and then she had another one, right? Because weren't Bezos and his wife friends with this girl and her husband?
Eva Longoria snagged a coveted invite. Orlando Bloom, Katy Perry,
The rich get richer, E.
Kris Jenner expected to attend.
Chris is the
Ivanka Trump and her husband, as well as his brother.
What about Tiger?
What about Tiger?
What about Tiger and the other Trump girl?
Oh, I'm reading down here.
The ex.
Media mogul Barry Diller. The hell?
That's what a real mogul is.
I mean, what?
You know why? You know why? Because
up with that, E?
here's why. Because if I read an article that quotes Dan Hicken as a media mogul, I look and see who wrote it, and Dan Hicken wrote it. Whereas this guy, Harry Varden, the media mogul, I look and somebody else wrote it, so that's why.
It all starts with Dan Hicken.
That's a media mogul.
Yeah.
Fashion designer Diane von Furstenberg.
Sure.
Film producer Brian Glazer. Models Brooks Nader and Camelia Marone.
Are models still a thing? Like, do people know who models are, the supermodels?
I don't know, not a
right? Because when I was a kid, supermodels were a big deal. You knew who they were.
Yep,
they were on the covers.
Taking place in Venice, Venice.
Now it's Instagram models now, though.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
They're kind of Tag Heuer watches, though, aren't they?
Oh, come on.
Yeah, I got to think that. I got to
more
think
than
this
like the Kathy Irelands of the world had some sort of standard they had to live up to.
I got to think this one is one we want to go to.
So let's crash it. What a fun.
Hey, we're here for the wedding. We like the wedding crash. You know,
That's
you
what I
make
mean.
me want to shout.
What a fun challenge that would be to try and that would probably be among the hardest to crash. I bet.
No shot.
Yeah, you get past all that.
I just really want the gift
What
bag.
would be your number one tactic if you were going to try and crash that? Like, what would you try and do to get in? You got to go with some sort of staff role, right? Find you.
I dress up in that like I was supposed to be.
You would.
Yeah.
Media mogul.
Just say you're so and so. I've lost my invitation. You tell them.
Oh no. Yeah, you might have to have like a QR code.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let's show up. If you had any creativity, you just show up in an Amazon delivery van.
Right.
Right? So you're supposed to be there.
Or, you just show up as
I
staff,
think
act like your staff.
It might be on the yacht. If it's on the yacht, it's going to be even tougher.
I'd swim out there. Show up wet, climbing up on board.
Throw me. You get us out of here.
Now, the 2-minute drill. Serviced by Cool Cats Heating and Cooling. Locally owned and operated. We're your neighbors. CoolCatsJacks.com.
Coolest cats in town.
Yeah.
Hello, Mike.
Whose wedding are we talking about? Crashing.
Jeff
Bezos.
Bezos. Is it Bezos?
No, I think it's Bezos. I think you're right.
And Tony Gonzalez's ex.
Somebody on the internet did a thing where said basically if you carry a ladder, you can get in anywhere. People will just assume you got some work to do. And then he did it. And he went to all these different places and they filmed him just carrying a ladder. People were like, just go ahead.
That's great.
Yeah, I got to go over here.
That's funny.
Good. That's a good idea.
That's
that might be the
believable.
way to go.
That might be the way to go.
Yeah.
I saw my neighbor up on the ladder the other day, and I
Did
told
you?
him post 50, you don't go up on ladders.
Was it Benji or a
No,
different one?
It was Benji.
Benji.
Yeah,
Don't worry
Benji.
about Benji.
I said, get off the roof, Benji. What
I
are you
haven't seen
doing?
Benji in a while. Is he good?
He's good.
Good.
My mom messed herself up.
She fell off
we
the ladder?
We had an above ground pool. We
Okay.
lived in Connecticut. And for some reason, we brought a ladder with us when we moved to Florida. Not the pool, just the ladder. Right? And it's
The pool ladder.
The pool ladder, right? And it's got like two pieces for the steps. And
Kinda
a piece
goes
that
over the-
slides
yeah.
on top.
Yeah.
And so she is trying to hang curtains in the garage.
Oh,
like,
Mom.
Who's
Mom.
needs curtains in the garage?
No.
And she's got, at the time, I'm at school, she's got her mom, my grandmother, who lived with us my whole life, holding the ladder. And like the top comes flying off. And she was never the same. Messed herself up bad.
I hate that.
Ladders
Yeah.
are bad, but you almost should have a license to get on a ladder.
I
And the
fell off
older
a-
you get, the worse it is.
I fell off a ladder years ago, and the only thing that cushioned the blow, it broke. And I was up cleaning my closet, top of my closet. I fell backwards.
You claimed you got concussed to that.
Yeah,
day.
because I put my head through the wall.
Oh.
But it cushioned my blow on the way down. But it was one of those that you hit so hard, you get up, and you're immediately feeling
What's
like...
broken?
Yeah.
No, I've said it
was
for
crazy.
at least 10 years. Like the biggest fear I have now is falling awkwardly.
Yeah.
'Cause-
Yeah, you don't want to go on a ladder.
And whether it's a
Just-
ladder or
or
anything
just getting
else,
out of
tripping
the
over
shower,
the curb.
right.
You
Oh, yeah.
know, like,
Oh, yeah.
I worry about that. I do a lot of walking around in the dark because the time I get up, you know, trying to keep people awake and stuff, and that's where I'm going to hit something and go sprawling it with something.
One of these
My head's
days.
going to go right through the TV.
My stairs are slippery. When I go down the stairs, I fell down the stairs a time or two,
Yeah.
but not all the way from the top. So that's what saved me.
I jumped down the stairs when I was a kid. I assumed if I dove headfirst down the stairs like Superman, right, that I'd never be more than about a foot above the staircase, right? Because I'm diving at like a 45-degree angle. I'm like,
We call this children's logic.
I would only fall a foot. And I dove down the stairs to my uncle's brownstone in Brooklyn on like these hard
Sure.
stairs. Nothing wrong. Like I'm just like sitting at the I dove off of I don't know how tall it was, and I'm just kids don't know any better.
They don't know better.
Kids have guardian angels. That
What do
put
you
them in
got
bubble
cooking
wrap.
today?
Brian Sexton's going to come on. We're going to talk about how the new regime is handling things from
Okay.
his perspective. But today's question of the day, perhaps you'd like to weigh in.
I love to.
Let's assume Abdul Carter, Travis Hunter are gone.
Okay.
And the Jags turn in the card for Ashton Genty. Right.
Ooh.
So your choices in our poll today: great, We need offensive weapons. Okay, he's the best player available, regardless of whether we need weapons or not. Come on, we need linemen, offensive or defensive, or running back at 5 would just be so dumb.
I'm somewhere between the last two.
Yeah, I'd probably do the come on, we need linemen.
I'm kind of between the first and the last. Like, we do need weapons, and everyone mocks him to the Raiders at 6, and nobody bats an eye. Like, he could go 6.
Yeah.
But, he can't go 5.
I see. I would feel the same way. I would, though, if I'm going to do that and step out, I would rather it be with, like, McMillan or Warren. I think the tight end and receiver are more
I don't think
a bigger
McMillan's
hole than
that
the receivers.
dynamic.
And he might not be. I'm just saying that
we asked this question today, Mike, and we'll throw this one at you. Would you rather have Warren, the tight end, and Grant, the Michigan, or
Taylor and
Graham and Taylor? Yeah,
or Graham and Taylor. Yeah.
Which would you pick?
I didn't like the Taylor pick in Matt Miller's mock draft.
Yeah.
Oh man, I would probably go with the Warren Grant combo.
Yeah.
Because I think Grant's more the type of defensive tackle that they're lacking on the roster.
Big.
I mean, if we draft Mason Graham, is it Mason Smith's career basically like, hey, you're going to be a sub package guy?
Right.
We just. I mean, I know they didn't pick him, but the team invested a second-round pick.
They did.
They
did.
I every time
I would be okay with. I'm not in the gosh, that's dumb. That's
I don't
probably
think it's
too
dumb.
harsh. For Genty, I mean,
for Genty.
Yeah, for Genty, I mean, a lot of this depends on what is Travis Etienne as far gone as it sure looked like he was by the end of last year, because if he doesn't have anything to go on, then
4 yards a carry.
But I just think that, especially based on the experience of the guys that we now have in, that they would be looking more mid-round to find running backs who have proven they can be found in those areas. Bucky Irving, Kyron Williams.
But if you think Genty is the next Saquon, which a lot of people think he's the next closest thing that we
the Raiders, it's just soaked Raiders. You traded away a guy at that position who won the rushing title.
Yeah, they didn't.
Or either way, I'm just saying, you had it.
I actually had a Raider reporter. Hondo Carpenter, he covers them for Sports Illustrated.
I've heard the name.
He told us on SiriusXM that by the end of the previous season, they thought Zamir White was a better player than Josh Jacobs. Well, if that's then that's why Pierce got fired.
Yeah, that's why you're screwed if that's if that's where you're getting. All right, well, Jaguars today is coming up next. It's been a Custom Tree Surgeons Thursday on the Drill. Have a great day. Enjoy opening day. Enjoy the basketball tonight, and hopefully you're here with a couple of happy campers tomorrow morning. So long.
That man put his hands on me. I would